diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. Jet, we Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairin', gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing. Not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, they find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. To the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her. We Ric Flairin' on her, flaring on her.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Miggy for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' on them, Ric Flairin' son up, baby.
Hey yo, Scotty, we back. Appreciate you for reaching out. I'm like, hey, it's outspoken. A lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in. You know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not want to hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers, regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they land people are so glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal. Could rhyme here, but I'd rather not. Some say Scotty, some call him Scott. The best one since Stewart. If you know, then you know. But if you don't, then you're lost. Let me be frank for a minute, cause we all know that's how Perry be. Break it down the game for what it was. No apologies. This my hypothesis. You tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken. We outspoken. We outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't speak. It's outspoken.
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Your boy boy Scotty back with another one. Glad you Bamas are in the building for another one. All right, listen, been gone, but I'm back. We've been gone, but we back. All right, listen, let's keep it a buck, man. The HBCU space don't be caring about other sports other than football. Can we just be honest with that? So it's kind of hard, to keep coming up with content, just stuff. Listen, and then everybody says I'm so messy, and all I do is cause mess. I don't want to just talk about rumors and gossip all the time. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't want to do that all the time. But anyway, listen, without further ado, welcome to Outspoken. You already know it's one of my co-hosts, my brother from another, Mr. Perry White.
Hey, look, I saw you with your jersey on. I had to go get mine. I'm like, hold on, man.
Okay.
Get my jersey, man.
Representing that Negro League.
Yeah, that Negro League too. That SWAC. That Negro League SWAC. I had to go get mine right quick.
That's the 2024 Negro League right there. That's that 2024 Negro League. Shout out to all the Negroes out there.
All the Negroes.
All the Negroes.
What's up with it?
Man, what's up with you, Pete? Yeah, what's good? What's new with you, man? I know. Listen, over here, summer's here, man. Kids out of school. My son and daughter today were their last day of school, man. So it's about to be a full house. It's about to be a full house.
Same here, man. And the past couple weeks been different for me, man. I found out I got a daughter. Yeah.
You lied?
I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Yeah, just found out I got a daughter, man. A 15-year-old daughter.
Whoa! Oh, Jesus!
Yeah.
How did you? Well, you can't. Hey, listen.
What?
You can't just skip over that. You
I didn't skip over it. I just told you. Yeah, man.
15. Well, at least you only got 3 more years for child support. She ain't gonna get you for back child
Don't
support.
even mention that word. Ain't no child support.
Okay, and she ain't gonna, you ain't getting.
Yeah, just stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So how did this come about? How all this come about?
All right, so I was waiting on that one. This how hot and viral for the day.
Man, I don't even gotta do nothing else. I just either.
Man, it was a chick I was fooling with back in my days at UAPB, man. We fooled around or whatever, and she ended up moving around. When you freshman, everybody doing their thing. Everybody moving around, right? It's just the reality of it. And she got pregnant, ended up moving on. I transferred, came here. She was from St. Louis. And years go by, and it's kind of like I always kind of had a suspicion, but I wasn't quite sure. But she reached out to me because she said my daughter had been around who she thought was her father. She had been around his people. She said as she got older, she kept saying she always said that she didn't have no connection with them. She said she didn't look like them. She didn't have no connection. So as she got older, she continued to say it. She said, it just kind of made her have that come to Jesus moment with her and let her know, like, there's a possibility since you having this feeling that this may not be your folks. So she reached out to me. We had a conversation. We talked about it. And so I did the DNA test, and that thing came back 99.9999999.
I'm so tired.
I don't know what to play, dude. Just confused.
Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Did she got glasses?
Dreads, oh.
Oh, my God.
I'm not, you just playing anything. My God.
She got dreads, got glasses. Hey, listen. I bet she's smart as a whip, too. I bet she's smart as a whip.
She is, man. We've been talking, and so during the summer, I always take my son.
Yeah.
We go see his grandmother in Arkansas. Then my grandmother, who is his great grandmother, we go to Chicago and see her. So we always spend about a week in Arkansas. Then we'll go to Chicago. So I told her everything happened, seemed like at the right time. So she's flying. She lives in Atlanta, so she's gonna come here and she's gonna spend the summer with us.
That's dope, man. That's dope, man. I ain't gonna. That's dope. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty darn cool. I can't even fake. Does she do any sports? Does she write? Does she into music? What?
She's still trying to figure it out. She likes to read from just the conversations that we had. So, but she's on point though. I was listening to her as we was talking, but the chemistry was just there. You could just tell like it automatically just went. So now the next stage is that in person spending time, her getting them. Then she's excited about being a big sister because she's the only child on that side. So to be a big sis, she's really excited about that. So for her and Lil Perry to spend time together, then we're gonna travel. So we get a chance to do a lot of stuff, see family. She get a chance to meet people, and she got a grandmother and a great grandmother to be able to meet. So
that is dope, man. That's fire, bro. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
And you know what? I shout out to that young lady, because at the end of the day, to be that mature at 15, listen, I don't know if I could have been that mature at 15. Like, you didn't want me. I would have been all over it, but she just sounds so mature. Like, I just couldn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And
there wasn't no case of me not wanting. Like I had an honest conversation with her about the situation. You know me. I'm very blunt, and I told her she's blunt too.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, her and my son's birthday are 4 days apart. Yeah. Her birthday.
It just keeps getting. Boy, you couldn't write this on Lifetime. It's so
good, man. July the 17th and July the 13th.
That's crazy. It's some you be
busy about October,
November. That's just your baby.
That's homecoming, baby. I ain't the only one. There's plenty homecoming babies out there.
Those summer babies. Summer babies. Oh man,
listen, plenty homecoming babies out there.
Oh man, you gotta write a manuscript on this or something, man. There's so many movies out there like this, though. You know what I'm saying? You would have thought like that would be your life, like one of the movies out there. They were like, "Oh, my dad," and da da da. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. So, I'm just looking forward to. My dad really wasn't around in my life, so I always said, no matter what, I'm there. And she'll be 16 this year in July. So we started talking about colleges because she was telling me, I want to go to college, and then you want to know how crazy it is. So she's in high school in Atlanta. So I'm like, I can't change the past. All I can do is start from here.
Yeah.
And we're working to the future. So anything that you need, I'm going to help you be successful.
Yeah.
And so, she was talking about colleges. I'm like, look, I'm in Baton Rouge. I got LSU. I got Southern. Your choice. And she was like, what's crazy? You mentioned Southern. She just did a online, virtual tour of Southern and didn't even have a clue about nothing, about that's where I went in anything. So when I said that just kind of took it to a whole nother level.
Oh, it's meant to be. Listen, they say God's time is always perfect, man. God's timing is always perfect. That's absolutely, that would be amazing. You know what would be even fire? And we doing some kingdom activation right here. If she just so happens to decide to go to Southern, you get then y'all can matriculate your relationship, being close here and walking her through that process and stuff like that. Man, that's amazing. I just feel bad her team ain't gonna be winning no football championships. But other than that, man, she's just
about the education at that point. About the education, that's all.
That's great. That's amazing, though, bro. That is amazing. Congratulations to you, man. Congratulations to her. You know what I'm saying? And now, you being a part of that process, man. That's amazing, man.
The only thing for me is coming into the life of a young lady that's 15, 16 years old. It's like
it's the most pivotal point.
It is, but I'm getting through into it. I'm not getting eased. You don't get to see a little princess. It's like at 15, 16, you're doing a lot of shit. And it's like, God damn. That's just, I remember at 15, 16. I remember the young ladies at 15, 16, and I can only imagine if their dads was in their life, what they was dealing, But like I told them, I'm not here to control nothing you do. I'm just here to advise and help push you along the way for whatever direction you need to be in terms of supporting. And the same way with my son. But there's a difference that I'm having to learn, because with my son, he fall, boy, get your ass up. Hey, man, shut up. you know, with a young lady, emotions, I gotta be
delicate.
A little bit more caring.
If she your daughter, she should be able to take it straight, no chaser. She your daughter. I mean, still female,
Yeah,
but,
you know, female, you know, still it's an emotional side to it as a young lady, you know, and I don't know. It's just a lot that I'm gonna have to learn over this summer, but you know, I'm willing to do it.
And I feel honored that you gave us that information because you are a super private person. So
Yeah.
I feel very honored that you dropped that in our spirit today for hot and viral.
Yeah, I'm private about, you know, where I live, what I drive, and all that. But when you got kids, man, you can't be private about your kids, man. Because when I'm out and about, I'm like, hey, this is my daughter, this is my son. You know, them your kids. You got if anything else that you have, forget all the materialistic stuff. You got to be most proud of your children.
Absolutely, man. So shout out to you, man. Got a daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and she talking about learning how to drive and, you know, all this other stuff. So yeah.
So let me ask you this: How has the relationship with the mom been? Like, how cool is she? Cool? Like, just
Oh yeah, her mom is cool. You know, we was cool back in the day, but young. When you 18, 19, man, doing your thing, you know, everybody
sticking and moving.
Yeah, you sticking and moving. Everybody grown in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up leaving school and going somewhere else. She went to Arizona. I stayed for like another year or two. Then I came to Louisiana. So there was a gap right there. You know, and there was no communication. You know, we never communicated. I haven't seen her since then. So we talking 15 years since I've seen her mom. You know, but yeah, when we had the conversation, and we've been talking we had this conversation probably back in January, but you know, the idea is we good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know, she apologized, you know, just the whole idea of I've matured, I've grown, I'm in this different space. So yeah. Now my son, mom, that's a different story. She's still doing her growing and maturing. I'm bearing with her. I'm working with her.
Woo! Boy. Oh, man. God damn. Hey, listen, it be like that sometimes. Oh, man.
I already got a little gray growing in right here.
If you want elite DNA testing, all right, you better get yourself some Elite 15 coffee. Elite 15 coffee, veteran-owned, black-owned business. Listen, we need to get a sponsorship from Dana. Okay, we need to get some sponsorship from Dana. I had to do a DNA test for my youngest daughter. So yeah, we can get some sponsors.
It came back 99.99999.
I ain't never seen so many nines in my life, bro. I swear to God, I'm like, y'all might as well just say 100%. If you gonna put all them nines, you might as well just say 100%.
Because I'm like, what the hell is that 0.1?
It could not be mine.
Hey, but the thing about it is, even when I looked at it, so this DNA test, you know, it was numbers, a lot of numbers with the DNA. When I looked at it, her numbers matched up more in line, identical to mine than her own mom's.
Wow. Oh yeah, because it's your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your blood.
You know, I don't know. Shit. Yeah. So I did it. I don't know. This ain't nothing like I just get DNA tests done like
every other
like
week.
I'm just out here, you know, that one ain't mine. Yeah, no, I have not been on Murray, okay? Yeah.
Oh man, look at the nose. Yeah. Look at the nose, Maury. He got the forehead, got the same forehead. Oh man, she got dreads. He got dreads. Come on, Maury. Hey, listen, Maury, I'm gonna just be real with you. If it's mine, I'm gonna just take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
The hardest part is, I think, when you look at the situation of her, and we had this conversation of who she thought was her dad.
Mm-hmm.
So now to have that conversation, and they've had that conversation with him, you know, and it was tough, you know, but hey, you know, hey man, I recommend to anybody out there, if you got kids, you have kids, I don't care, get a DNA test, man.
And if that man was paying child support too? Oh.
No.
Okay, all right.
But I'm just saying for anybody, because man, listen, my story worked out okay. You know, it just worked out okay. But you know, I see it all the time out there where, you know, dude been with old girl for 8-9 years. They got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, and you know, come to find out he done snuck and got a DNA test, and the 7 and the 5-year-old ain't even here. Sitting there like, hey, so you knew, or what the hell? And matter of fact, you and the kids got to go.
Got to go.
Yeah.
Got to listen. Got to go. They could be like, but you know what? He's the only father. You better find a new one, because it ain't me.
Find whoever it was at that time.
Yeah, you better go find him, because it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, you need to take it. He's the only father you knew. He about to know another one.
Yeah.
Because it ain't.
That's tough, but it happens so much with people in this world, bro.
Yeah.
Years or you just thinking that kid yours, and it ain't. So, and this is a good conversation, because when you get a DNA test, I feel like at any point, if you was with her or y'all together, whatever, women feel some type of way about that.
Yes, and I don't understand. Listen, my baby mother, she was like my mom, because my son is really light. So my mom was like, I don't think he is, da 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 da. And my mom was like, you need a DNA test. So I'm like, all right.
I went down that same path. My son came out looking like the sun, actually. I'm like, what the hell?
So I'm like, and and my baby mother time, she like, no, oh, if you don't think it's yours, why you with me? I'm like, listen, I look at it like this. It's the same thing with dudes. If I ain't got nothing to hide, here, look at my phone. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if you ain't been doing nothing, get a DNA test. What does it matter?
And I put it like this: what if they swap the babies at the hospital and we don't know?
That's fair.
What if the baby got swapped?
It's happened.
Right.
It's happened.
Wrong baby.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's the best way I can put it without it being offensive. Like, hey, we just gotta make sure the baby ours.
Yeah.
That they ain't swap the baby.
It's both are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make sure the baby ours.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't see women get so defensive, but I'm like, why should you get defensive if you know it's yours? If you know it's yours, if you know you ain't been doing that, just get the DNA test and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I had that issue with my son's mother. At the time we were together, but my mom was like, before I even moved forward, before I even, because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
With family and close family friends.
My cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, having kids and you going on through the process, don't think nothing of it. And then a couple of years later, boom, that ain't your kid. That's devastating to a person. So my mom was just in that, I don't have time to play. If we gonna do this, I got to know. So it was a falling out. My son's mom and my mom, since that day, it kind of created friction. But my mom was like, hey, you got a son, one day you will see it. You don't see it right now, but one day you will see when you get in that situation. Right now, you just feel like you feel slighted. You feel like this is disrespectful, but I'm protecting my son the same way one day you're going to protect your son. Yeah, and that's just simply, it is what it is. And it's not necessarily closure, but it gives you
a sense of ease. It's like, all right, it's me.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, ain't none. Ain't
no doubt.
Ain't that's like they said, remember Titans. Leave no doubt. All right. So yeah, that's leave no doubt. I like it.
But women do feel some type of way about that DNA test. It's like, what you trying to say? I cheated or whatever. I mean,
I ain't the only one you slept with. I mean, like, I'm talking about in lifetime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't a virgin. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, it is what it is. So
it just is men. I just think moving forward, it just you're a lot more comfortable with knowing.
Absolutely. And listen, man, if a girl be like, can I see your phone? Why? You think I'm cheating? I can play that same card with everything you do. But no, I agree with you. I think especially even if you married, like, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do it. Do it. You never know.
Do it. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It just make you feel so much better to see that 99.99. Now, I don't know if it's an in between. Either it's gonna be 0 or 90. I don't know if it'll come back 68.6666. Like, I don't know if it's an in between.
It's either 0 or 9. It ain't
okay.
No in between. It ain't no in between.
Who the hell went half on this baby with me?
It ain't no in between. It ain't no 45, 9, and 9.
Okay, so I don't know. Like I said, I ain't been, but just as in this black man to black man, you know, we had this conversation. Now I got kids, you got kids, but you know, it's when just look, man, it's so many kids out there being taken care of somebody, and then how tough it is on them growing up thinking that's a father, right?
Yeah, and then having your whole life just turned upside down like that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then when he decides to disconnect because you're not his now, some you've been around for so long, you just have that connection, but it ain't your obligation. Especially if you feel slighted by the situation and you ready to move on, because it's like, if it's 8 years later and you find out that kid ain't yours and you still with her, do you stay with her and work through that process? Because I can imagine that takes some real deep therapy. Listen,
and you know what's crazy though, and I'm gonna be honest when I say this. Women would have more gumption to stay with a man who had a baby out of their relationship than a man would have if a woman had a baby on him.
Yeah.
I'm just call it, you just call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think because as a man, you see that every day. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it every day. Like when you wake up and her stomach getting big and it ain't like it, you see it every day. But with the man, it's in another household. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's there, but it's not there. And you know, I'm not saying every woman would, Miss Fly Gracie. I'm just saying I believe more women would be apt to staying or working it through than a man would with a woman
being in that house and knowing that baby not yours every day. Just looking at it and knowing that ain't your baby
every day.
That's like what day they said on next Friday, she had that little pudge. He thought she had
a little alcohol in her breath. I ain't think nothing of it.
Yeah. The whole time she's sitting there pregnant.
6 months pregnant. You know what I'm saying? That's tough though. That's just tough. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was in my wild days, I was not opposed to messing with a pregnant girl.
Yeah.
Because you can shoot the club up and it's already full. You know what I'm saying? The club already packed. So I'm like,
wild tonight, boy. I know what you're talking about, but you wild tonight, boy.
The club already full. The VIP section closed. Okay, so you straight. I mean, I'm just saying. I was not opposed. Now you couldn't be like 8 or 9 months pregnant, but if you was about, 3, 4, 5 months pregnant,
you all right with that?
I was cool with it.
For how long? When you finally pull out, and I mean literally, like pull out the situation. That's what I meant. It
wouldn't be an ongoing situation. It would just be like, talking to, da 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 da, and you do your thing, and then you out. You know what I'm saying? He said, but you said you a little pregnant,
Yeah, just a little pregnant.
Just a little
bringing the hot pickles and shit at night. She's doing weird cravings.
Oh, let me tell you about weird cravings. Key, right? So she hasn't really had any weird cravings or anything. So her pregnancy is. I'm the guy looking at it from. I'm like, it's been pretty good, right? Like she dealing with all that stuff, but so recently we had a barbecue, so she reheating some ribs or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, she left the ice cream out. So I was about to put the ice cream back. She's like, nah, that's for me too. I said, you about to sit here and eat ribs and ice cream? And hold up. But listen, Barry, it wasn't like vanilla or chocolate. It was like a triple caramel cookie crunch. I'm like, that don't even, what are we doing? I mean, boy, she tearing it up.
I'm talking about eating like she got the munchies in that mother.
Oh, eating like she had been smoking for the whole day. I mean, ribs gone, caramel crunky crunch gone. Okay,
yeah.
Gone. I was like, yo, that's wow. I said, that's wow. So it is.
Yeah, that pregnancy thing, man, is different.
It is different.
Yeah,
it is. When I saw that, I said, you a savage.
Savage.
Ribs and ice cream, savage. Savage.
Go in there and eat anything at any given time.
And then, like, nobody's leftovers is safe, bro. Like, I swear to God, like, you would think. We went out to eat one time, and I had my leftovers. She had her leftovers. I wake up. She said, babe, I'm sorry I ate your leftovers last night. I said,
Oh,
I said,
that's a relationship tester.
I said, what? She said, yeah, I got hungry and I didn't have enough. And she said, I got hungry and you had brisket still on yours. So I wanted to try the brisket.
All of it.
I said, what?
Yeah, you just had to take that one. Take that L.
Just gotta take it. Just gotta take it.
Yeah.
Just gotta take it, man. Just gotta take it.
Better you come in, she eating peanut butter and jelly and pizza. Eating some crazy, some weird combo. You know.
I was like, I said, man, this is just disrespectful. Just flat out disrespectful. But you know, I said, okay, cool. I'll be drinking her soda though, so it don't matter.
Are you admitting to that today?
Oh yeah. I be tearing them ginger ales up. I be tearing them ginger ales up.
But today, this conversation right here, this is a real conversation.
Well, it's real as it
can get. Guys out there, man, when you talk about kid, man, some of y'all watching has got kids out there, and you don't even know you got them kids out there. And some of y'all on here got them kids out there, and you know you got them, and ain't doing nothing for them kids.
I'm gonna lead them kids where they at. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lead them kids where they at. Let's get into that. Was already hot and viral. Let's get into a little bit more. I don't think getting more hot and viral than that. Yeah. Let's talk a little Major League. Shout out to the Grays. You already see I'm repping Major League Baseball as the Negro League to its official stats. Perry, how crazy is this and how important is that for the Negro League?
Not crazy at all, because the Negro League mean those were the black players playing against the black players. Nobody saying nothing about when the white players was playing only against the white players, right? So they just so happen to use the name MLB. We happen to call ours the Negro League. We could not get the funding nor the big bright lights and the spotlight like MLB did. So you adding them is no different than when it was all white playing against each other compared to when it was all black. There shouldn't be no issues here.
I like it. Let's read a quick snippet. It says, it's a big day for the Negro League Museum. President Bob Kendrick told Yahoo Sports on Tuesday. The great thing about it is that we've been saying that quite a bit over recent days and weeks as it relates to the Negro Leagues. This is a result of a lot of intensive effort by some incredible historians and researchers who have completely dedicated themselves to trying to do something that people thought probably wasn't possible. Now, this is the new stats added. This is now the new stats for the major leagues. Adding the Negro League players. Josh Gibson, who you see here, part of the Grays, is actually known as probably one of the best hitters of all time to pick up a bat. His career batting average was .372. His career slugging percentage was better than Babe Ruth and Ted Williams and Lou Gehrig. He had a .718 slugging percentage. Career on base, top 3, 459. Career, I don't know. Career, what's that? OPS. I don't know baseball stats like that. All right, he's just number 1 in that. Single season batting average, number 1 in that. Right? So single season slugging percentage, Josh Gibson, .974. All right, got that in there as well. And single season on base percentage, .564. And it just goes on and on. I'm just saying, it's crazy, man.
That goes Satchel Paige.
Satchel Paige right there. Yep. Single season ER 101. So absolutely great day for Major League Baseball and for Negro League Baseball. And I think you said it perfectly. You know, it was all good when it was white against white. Everybody keeping stats. And then when you integrated and you brought over the Negro League, well, Negro League did their thing and you were doing your thing. And now that it's integrated, because that's the whole thing with Jackie Robinson, when it gets integrated, that you no longer consider the Negro League stats and you only kept the Major League. But now bringing them in, absolutely, man.
And it's interesting. Jackie Robinson wasn't the best when he integrated. He was just, the one to be able to make it work, but Absolutely. It wasn't like he was the best player.
That's what they said. I read that story. They said he wasn't even, they said he was average compared to some of the other guys that were really doing it at a high level on the Major League, on the Negro League side. And listen, there's been writings and books about this that they said Jackie Robinson was probably the biggest downfall of the Negro League because of his integration and then the Negro League wanting more white validation. from moving over to the major league, and because you go from Black-owned business owners in the Negro League having their own franchises, having their own entities and things like that, to now being a part of the masses and being underneath that white validation, and it was never the same. So it is what it is. So
and there's
shout out
plenty of guys from that era in that league who, unfortunately, stats may not have been accurate or kept, who were profound at playing the game of baseball. And because we're talking about this, Roger Kadar, former Southern University head baseball coach, Hall of Famer, college baseball hall. He's in like 6 Hall of Fames, but he and I'd have a show called Chopping It Up with Roger Kadar and Perry White. But we talk a lot of baseball. And one of the things we talk about in baseball is when you look around these days, like when I was growing up, I played baseball growing up. I was a shortstop and I was an outfielder, right? But when you looked at inner cities, you had a lot of baseball fields that was packed with teams. And then, you made All-Star. I made All-Star before, and, you travel. But now baseball, when you go to these inner cities, those fields are empty.
Yeah.
African-American kids are not attracted to the game of baseball anymore. And one of the things that we talked about in terms of baseball are how they have priced us out of it.
Yes.
Travel ball.
It's crazy.
Is a bat and a glove within itself is expensive, for travel ball. So we've kind of gotten priced out of baseball.
Yeah.
And it just does not seem entertaining the way basketball has grown with AAU basketball and the way that football has grown amongst in our community. The youngsters just aren't. When I grew up, baseball, it was like my favorite team growing up was the Atlanta Braves. Andre Galarragas, Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones,
that center field.
Javi Lopez.
Yeah.
Brian Jordan. All of those guys, man. Greg Maddux. I can go all day long. I grew up liking that. But then you had that era. I loved Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, yeah. The kid. Right? Yeah, who didn't love the kid? Hat backwards, everything.
And then the thing about it, the whole home run contest thing between Mark McGwire
and Sammy Sosa. Oh,
like
that
you
was
tuned
epic.
in just to see who gonna hit a home run this time. I mean, even with Barry, I'm just naming things that baseball was an exciting sport when I was young.
Then you had Josh Hamilton. He was on the rise, and drugs and stuff. But Josh Hamilton was hot. When Josh Hamilton was hot, that man was hot.
I used to like Gary Sheffield. He come up there with the bat.
He'd be like this.
Yeah. I thought, and it was to the point coach would be like, man, you can't play like that. You not stop doing, you go up there,
I love Gary Sheffield. I listen, I got a funny story. So my dad took me to Atlanta Braves game one time. This before Truist.
Lucky you, brother. Lucky you.
My dad took me to let me tell the story now. So my dad took me to the Braves game before they moved to Truist Park in the old stadium. And we get there, but we in the nosebleeds. I'm talking about we so high up, I don't know what color is what color, right? So my dad's like, hey, we gonna move down, right? So we move down or whatever. He's like, come on, boy. So we shoot, like I'm talking about like right behind the left field, like right behind left field. And we shoot down and we get caught by the lady. She's like, do you guys have tickets here? My dad's like, no, we just, I left them, And she's like, sir, I'm going to need you to go back to your seats. So then we go back. As soon as the lady turned her back, my son, let's go. Like, he grabbed me. Let's go. We back down there. We was there for the rest of the time. I enjoyed myself. It was like from like 6th inning on. And Gary Sheffield tossed me a ball and everything. I had a
for real?
Yeah, because he played for the Braves at that time. Yeah. I think he ended his career either with the Braves or the Yankees, either one. But yeah, he tossed me a ball, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. We had a good time, man. But,
man, baseball growing up was a sport we was into,
Yeah.
My boys played together, and one of my boys, his dad, Coach Geiger, he coached our team for years, you know what I'm saying? We just all grew up playing in the league together, and we made so we just did things together. And baseball was the thing that we did, man. If we didn't do nothing but just go on the field and just hit the ball, or play catch. But you ride through the neighborhoods these days, you don't see no kids playing catch, glove, and ball.
Not us.
Well, yeah. Now, in your neighborhood, in my neighborhood, we look.
I see little white boys out there, all they just toss it up, catch it with their glove. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me ask you this: Why is that? Why? Because okay, I'm gonna ask you why. What I've been told is the reason that we gravitate towards basketball and football is because they're easier sports for us to play. You can practice, right? Like I don't need a full team to practice baseball, right? I just need a friend to throw the football with. You know what I'm saying? And to get a bunch of kids, or with a basketball. Like my son can go out in the driveway and just dribble. You know what I'm saying? Shoot hoops by himself. But people talk about baseball, they say you need so much to play the sport. You need multiple kids. You need somebody to throw. You need somebody to catch. It just adds a lot of hurdles to actually play, to get into the sport.
I know for me, because I was an outfielder, I used to just throw the ball up as high as I can and just hit and hop and just get under and catch.
Yeah.
You can just hit the ball off a tee. I just think that it's not necessarily that. I just think when you look at the sport, for one, it doesn't look appealing and exciting because it's not players that look like us. The black players that you see in the league today are from the islands. They're not even African American.
Yeah.
A vast majority of them are foreign. You won't find, you will see him bat like, damn, he look like me until that post-game interview. And you're like, this dude, where the hell is he from? Yeah.
I think the last black player I was a fan of was the one who played for the Pirates. He got dreads. I can't remember his name right now. Oh, I like the Bama from the Cincinnati Reds, Cruz. I love the Cruz, but he's Dominican. He's Dominican, but yeah. But the last black player was the Bama from the Pirates. I can't remember his name right now, but the Bama from the Pirates.
The thing about it, then now you start to talk about trickle down. How bad does that affect HBCU baseball? Because when you're going out looking for African American baseball players, and
it's hard to find. They're hard,
and especially positions like pitchers.
Yeah,
pitching is a hard thing to do, right? You can get base runners, you can get guys to steal base, you can get outfielders, you can even get you some infielders. Back catcher and pitcher are some tough positions to find, and pitcher the main thing. And I think you saw that in the SWAC baseball tournament. Yeah. These high scores, the pitching was not there. A lot of bases, a lot of base running. Finding pitchers are tough. And then when you do have those few good black guys, you can't be like Southern in the 2000s and in the 90s where you can stockpile. I mean, Southern sent 20-plus guys to MLB from baseball, college baseball. I mean, think about this. You will never again see what Ricky Weeks did in college baseball by winning the Heisman Trophy of baseball at an HBCU. That is huge.
Yeah.
You will never get those type of players again where we at until we change the dynamic and bring baseball back to our communities. But it's hard to watch baseball for a lot because, for one, now with the fast-paced mindset that this generation have that look like us, baseball is slow. It's boring. It's a lot of downtime in between balls and strikes. And, it's to the point they had to put the pitch count, for the
hey,
clock.
listen, it get too long, bro. You out here just fiddling with your thumbs and stuff like that. And I think a lot of it, like for me, right? A lot of it is the generation before didn't really play. Like I didn't play baseball. Like I didn't play organized. Like we would get like a tennis ball and we would have fun with it. But I never played organized baseball. The most I did was t-ball, right? Yeah. So I can't teach my kid skills in baseball. Like I can teach them football, basketball, soccer, like what I've played growing up, like even golf, right? Like I want my daughter and my son to get into golf because I just feel like it's a great sport to get into, right? But those are things that I've touched, I've played, I've had success in, and it's hard for me to teach something that I don't really know because the first introduction to most sports is by your parents, right?
That ground ball coming at you is scary if you don't know what to do. Let me tell you, I'll never forget. I'm not gonna say the guy's name because I remember we was on teams, but so I was a really good outfielder, all-star outfielder, right? I played left and center field. And I remember one day coach sent this kid out there and he was like, go out there with Perry. So he was knocking him out to me. I'm hitting him. He said, all right, Perry, let him get some. I will say his first name. I want to say his last name was James. This was James' first time coming out there, and I can assure you it was his last time. Coach hit a pop fly out there, and I'm just standing. James standing next to me, right? I'm just standing there looking at him. I look at James literally have the glove up. The ball went straight past the glove and hit him right in the face. That was the first and last time I saw James on the baseball field.
I got a similar story, right? So I played softball for in the Army. I played softball in the Army. You know, black kid can run fast. I couldn't hit worth a damn. Like I was a dude off of what's that movie, Major League?
Yeah, you were Wesley Snipes.
Boy, hey, don't hit it up. Ground ball, run your ass to first base, right? That was me. So they put me at was it right field? The field that nobody hits to.
Yeah,
like
right field behind first base.
Yes, yeah. They put me on right field because everybody usually right-handed, so they always hit the left fields, right? So they put me right field. So pretty fast, I can catch good, football depth possession. So ball gets hit, smack, right? The guy from left side, he slides over, and it's like right in between. He's like, I got it. I said, okay, so I back up.
Center fielder.
Yeah, he slides over. But in softball, they usually have like 4. They'll have 4. They have like a rover. But so he slides over. He's like, I got it. Perry, listen, that softball skinned the edge of his glove, hit him smack dab in the eye. It started bleeding, like it was gushing. Boy, you talking about done? Boy, I dropped my glove because it was like, now mind you, we on the Army base, so everybody, you got medics and all type of stuff. So they like Scotty, put your t. I said, I'm not giving him my t-shirt. Like all that blood on my t-shirt. You smack, right? He and his bleeding. So come to find out, he tore his cornea. It hit his eye, and he tore his cornea. Oh yeah, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I ain't never play softball again. I said,
hey, I love baseball. I played, and then I kind of, as I got older, I didn't grow out the love of it, but you start doing other stuff. But I still enjoy it. Like, it's no secret. I go to LSU baseball games, right? Because I watch SEC baseball. If you've seen the SEC, they got 6 teams hosting regionals. That lets you know the level of baseball that you're watching. And I love to go watch some good baseball, right? I will watch some really good baseball if it's exciting. I ain't gonna lie, boy. That SWAC baseball, boy, you gotta really be a fan of it. Y'all tell me if I'm lying. Y'all know I'm not lying because y'all don't even be watching SWAC baseball.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm talking about on the regular. I ain't talking about the tournament in Atlanta. I'm talking about you showing up going to watch your team play the same way you showing up for football and a little bit for basketball. Maybe a little bit you will show up for basketball. But are y'all going to SWAC baseball games at your school? Because I don't ever hear about nobody talking about 60,000 in attendance at the baseball game. Right? I don't hear nobody talking about their baseball.
Woo!
But you got to be a real fan of SWAC baseball, but you see some big games sometime, especially when like Auburn this year lost. I think Alabama State beat Auburn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Southern beat LSU.
Yeah.
You have those moments like, whoa, that'll make you, because SWAC baseball is come a long way. It fell off, but now it looked like it's making a track slowly but surely.
If I cut in, I would go watch softball before I go watch baseball, if I'm being honest.
I went to my first SWAC site, and I've been at Southern been around in Baton Rouge a long time.
Yeah.
This was my first year going to a Southern softball game.
I love the energy. I love the energy the girls bring. They be doing them chants and all that type of stuff. I love it.
I said, do y'all have a practice specifically for chants? Because when the hell do you figure out to yell these chants for each player got their own chant to their name, to what they do? Like, when do y'all come up with this? Y'all like the best lyricists ever.
No, they be dropping some chants, bro. That be fire. I like it. I love softball. I can definitely watch some softball. It's entertaining to me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely rock with the softball. They be getting it. They be like,
they're a whole organization out there.
They be killing it. They be absolutely killing it. But man, I'm happy for Negro League, and I'm happy for the situation. All right. Now, listen. Sometimes you I should just do a segment. You can't be this dumb, okay?
Hell of a segment there.
You can't be this dumb. There, let's go to the footage, shall we?
I'm pulling into my doctor's office.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Wait.
Look at the judge.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended,
That is correct, Your Honor.
and he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
His face says it all. Okay, so real quick, the dude had a suspended license. You clearly he jumps on Zoom with the court while driving. Are you stationary? Pulling up to my doctor's office right now.
Confidently. Got my seatbelt on, Your Honor. Doing the speed limit, Your Honor.
What a suspended license, like, bro. You can't be this dumb, man.
I've seen this. So a while back, I had a traffic ticket that I had to go take care of. Luckily, they threw it out. But you sit in court. Perry White represented himself, right?
Yeah.
So you sit in court, but you hear everybody else stuff. Man, it was a guy, bro. Same thing, suspended license. They asked him for some type of information. He said, "Oh, I forgot it." He said, the judge then asked, "Well, how did you get here today?" He said, "I drove here." Everybody in the courtroom did that. It was like, bro, you could have just said, "I caught the bus, I Uber, somebody dropped me off." And it happened. It looked just like that. And the judge was like, "You can't be serious." Yeah, I drove here. Like, bro, I swear I can't. So I saw that in person in the courtroom. So yeah, people are that dumb.
Listen, bro.
They think honesty is, I guess, going. At that one time, what they said, a little lie, a little white lie ain't gonna hurt.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Listen,
Honor, I caught the bus here. My mama dropped me off. I Ubered here. But you hear on the fact of your license suspended, you talking about you drove, and he asked you. So you could have easily said, "Well, you said you drove here." Another case, and we'll leave this alone. The chick had got a ticket, but didn't have no license. Never had a license in her life, but was driving. But shows up to court to try to prove that she had insurance. And the judge like, who the hell gave you insurance on a car that you don't even have a license to drive? Man, you'll see some wild stuff in court, bro.
No, she did.
Bro, I'm talking about she was happy. I have proof of insurance. And he was like, so at first he was under the impression her license was suspended.
Yeah.
Then as he looked at her, he was like, wait, you never had a license. Like you was driving without a license because you never even took the driver's test to have a license. And he's like, who the hell gave you insurance on a car that you don't even have a license? Man, listen, if you sit in court long enough, it'll be hilarious. It'll be hilarious, I'm telling you.
Listen, now I gotta get you for insurance. Now I gotta get you for insurance fraud. What's the thing?
And she was like, yeah, I think she had Go Auto. She was just really happy, like, yeah, I have the insurance right here, Your Honor. But he was like, you never had a license before, so how the hell can you have a vehicle insured with no license? What insurance company is insuring you with no license? You are a liability, man.
Listen here to get hit with that Greg Mathis. That's a crackhead. I know a crackhead when I see one.
I know a crackhead when I see
let me guess.
Yeah.
You never smoked crack, but you snorted it. All right, then you a crackhead.
Say you don't do cocaine. You just like the way it smells. Okay. I got you. Yeah. All right. I see what we got going on here today.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Oh man! Oh my goodness!
I don't do cocaine. I just like the way it smells. It gotta. Yeah.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Oh man!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. All right, listen. What's up, bro? With you? All right, listen. Shout out to HBCU Overbite, man. He had he put a question up on Twitter, and it's been
what the fuck? Wait. Is that what it's stuff called?
What?
What you just HBCU what?
I said HBCU Overbite.
Oh, okay. You had got all right. I see what you did there. Well, you playing games today, but you showing them love. Okay.
You guys, listen. I mean, I'm still me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, like I said, shout out to HBCU Overbite, okay. And you know what I'm saying, with the healthy debate. Says out of the teams that are pictured below, who has the bigger brand in HBCU football? Let's all follow the rules of the debate, please please keep it respectful. Now, okay, Overbite. Now, I'm confused. Now, I've been taught you can't start a sentence with "and." That's just me, though. That's what I was taught. You can't start a sentence with "and."
But it's Twitter, though, man. So
wait, listen, you did really great. Listen, okay, Perry, you can't be having commas and question marks and all grammarly correct, but then at the end you're gonna end it with "and please," knowing you can't start a sentence with "and."
It's Twitter, though, so we can let it slide. It's Twitter.
I'm just saying,
now, if it was a Facebook status, then I got a problem with it. But on Twitter, man, Twitter broken up. You just let him slide.
No, listen. The reason I really wanted to is because everything else was great. Look, out of the teams that are pictured below, comma, who has the bigger brand in HBCU football? Question mark. Let's. He even put the apostrophe on the let's. I would have did LETS. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is all grammatically correct until the "and" after the period.
Well, let's focus on his mess, what he's asking.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway,
God, dog, that "and" just why can't you sleep at night because of that "and"?
I'm just saying you did everything right, but the "and" it doesn't make any sense. But okay, anyway. So to answer Overbite's question, the biggest brand to me, I have to go with Grambling.
No doubt about it.
I have to say Grambling because when I wear it, people think it's Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like no lie, Perry. I wore a FAMU polo to play golf, right? The lady said, "What is that on your chest?" And I said, "Oh, this is FAMU, Florida Agricultural Mechanical School down in Tallahassee." She said, "Is that a school?" I said, "Yes, ma'am. It's a I said it's a university. It's an HBCU." She said, "Oh, that's so great."
You
like that,
Mr. Campbell's feelings.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, but you deal with that, right?
Yeah.
You deal with that. And I'm saying the same thing. If I would have if I put a block on my chest, which I never would, but if I was to put the block on my chest, I would have got the same response. I think Grambling, even with the G, just the G alone, I've had old white men come up to me and say, "Is that Grambling?" So listen, I got to give it to Grambling. I think overall, overarching, yes, is Grambling. But I think slowly bringing up the rear, I would say FAMU, but
No,
I gotta go Grambling.
FAMU for me, when you talk about football, has a regional presence. When you look at the days of Eddie Robinson, when Eddie Robinson had his coaching show back in the day, he had a national coaching show. His coaching show was shown all over the United States. And on top of that, when Grambling was really good, they won more SWAC championships than any other football team in the SWAC. They've been good a long time. But Grambling understood what it meant to play those classics as well in those 70s and the 80s, taking their brand, that national brand, going to places like New Jersey and Indianapolis and all around the country. That G, especially with the legacy that Eddie Robinson built and left there, and then on top of all the NFL draft guys, right?
Yeah.
The lineage is long when you talk about NFL guys. So I just think, regardless of how good Tennessee State, FAMU, and Jackson State think they are, all three of them together are not Grambling when you talk about the prestige of the G. And I know that sounds crazy for y'all to hear that coming from a Southern guy, but this is just honesty of what that G means, and that it is a national, it is nationally known Grambling. People know Grambling, and it's just no doubt about it.
And Fox News did an article about this same topic, and they asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just said Grambling. So
Grambling just a name that you just, when you hear it, you know it, you don't ask what's Grambling. You know, you may ask where is Grambling, but you know Grambling, you know, and you know it's with Louisiana. It's just that G in Grambling is a brand that cannot be confused, and it is a brand that people do know. You can take that Grambling brand anywhere and have it on your chest, and somebody will know. Or if you just had something that says Grambling, somebody could identify with Grambling State University.
Shout out to Eddie Robinson, man, for putting the school, as I said, a little school in the woods known around the world. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Think about during the time of when Eddie Robb was the coach, having a national coaching show. Nobody was doing it at that time. Having a coaching show nationally shown across the nation.
Marching 100 Paparazzi says, who's got the biggest HBCU brand in general?
Grambling.
I disagree. If we're talking about in general, that doesn't mean sports. That just means in general.
Grambling State University.
I disagree. I think it's either Howard, Morgan, or Spelman. I mean, Howard, Morehouse, or Spelman. If you're just talking about HBCU brand, you're not talking about sports. It's either.
I'm just talking about, you say Grambling State University. That brand, I'm not talking about Grambling State football, Grambling State band, Grambling baseball. I'm talking Grambling State University.
I disagree.
To me, is the biggest brand in HBCU.
I completely disagree. I think it's either the Ivy Leagues of the HBCU, where you talk about Spelman, Howard, more, because when you talk about when you say HBCUs, 9 times to anybody who has not gone to an HBCU, they're going to bring up the Ivies, the Howards, the Spelmans, the Morehouses. You know what I'm saying? I
think Howard may be big because of the population on the East Coast, and you have that huge population East Coast of familiarity to Howard because of New York, Philly, Baltimore, all up in that area. But I think when you branch out, you start to come to the Midwest, the South, and go out west. When you talk about the brand, a national brand, I believe Grambling is a bigger brand than Howard. Howard, in that general population, there's a huge population in the East Coast that it will make it seem like, well, Howard, because in that area, everyone's talking about Howard because you have these huge cities. But when you talk about across the country, I don't think Howard outdoes Grambling State. I don't care. You go to Alaska, they gonna know what's up with Grambling.
I disagree. I completely disagree with that. I think it's Howard, Spelman, or Morehouse. I really do. If you go to Cali, I look at it like this. If I go to the state of California, which has no HBCUs, I think they're starting their first one, and I ask them to name me an HBCU, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be an Ivy.
How you know that?
How do you know it's gonna be Grambling? How you know
anywhere you go,
Alaska?
people,
How you know if you go to Alaska, they're gonna say Grambling?
people rep Grambling. You'll see a celebrity real quick, Grambling State University.
Nah.
Plus the amount of I'm gonna roll with Grambling. Now, but look, let's agree to disagree. I think Grambling has the biggest one.
No, Perry. I'm in California. It's Howard, Spelman, and Morehouse. Thank you.
You must be the governor then. I mean, you must go knocking on doors.
It's with the Tuskegee.
You know?
It's with the Tuskegee. Thank you so much, Miss Griffin.
I'm just messing with Miss Griffin.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You know,
I'll go with Grambling. I mean, is anybody? It's an opinionated thing because we don't know.
Yeah, nobody really knows. Other than me, other than me, but nobody really knows.
Yeah, why ain't nobody saying Southern?
So let's go to the next topic.
Southern is a hell of a brand. Well, it used to be.
Okay.
Yeah. Southern University?
I guess.
Yeah, take notes. Write that down. Say Southern University. And put and.
Human.
Make sure you don't put a period and you put and.
Human jukebox. that's where I'm gonna leave it at. Human jukebox. Want to do it real quick. I want to spotlight a couple players, man. I know a lot of times we don't talk about all the sports like we can and like we should, but because really, it's not really because we don't want to. It's because y'all don't really care. But so I want to spotlight a few players. Shout out to Cameron Buford, SWAC tourney MVP for baseball, and is now Grambling's home run leader. That Bama can hit. Okay, the Bama was out there looking like Barry Bonds. And shout out to Jamarian Stubbs, NCAA 100 to 200 meet finals. He made it. He was third place in the 200 meters in the NCAA championships. Want to give a shout out to both these guys, man. Great job. Congratulations on your accomplishments. And if anybody doesn't know, Cameron Buford was also part of the Chicago World Series team.
The Jackie Robinson team.
The Jackie Robinson team. Thank you so much.
The white folks hated on and took their stuff. They took their U.S. championship because they made it to the international championship. They made it to the world championship, but they took it because one of the boys obviously was from another neighborhood. So they had a white coach from another school. From another program who lost to them to want to snitch them out, which I think that was bullshit. So yeah. Another story for another day.
You already know how white people get down.
Shout out to them though.
Shout out to him. Shout out to all his accomplishments. Shout out to Stubbs. So I just want to give those kids some spotlight, some due. And listen, some other stuff that just to me really doesn't really matter, but people making a big deal. Like, I'm sorry, man. I don't
care about the Commissioner Cup.
I cannot stand this accomplishment. I really cannot.
This is athletics. I know you just so football, right? When your athletic programs bring in championships, that matters.
I can't stand it because it's like a default championship to me.
No, it's not.
That's what it feels like. I'm just saying for me, it just feels like a default championship, right? Because if PV is bragging about it, it's a default championship. I'm sorry. So congratulations.
There are other sports besides the revenue sport.
Okay, and nobody else supports those. But now all of a sudden you want to brag about a Commissioner's Cup. Okay. Yeah.
Because those student athletes matter.
Yeah, when they win the actual championship for their respected sport, not a Commissioner's Cup.
The Commissioner's Cup that's for the athletic director to get his bonus and for him to get his contract extension.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how you move on and get better jobs when you say, well, look what I was able to do with golf, men and women golf, men and women tennis. We won in soccer.
I don't have I have no problem with that at all.
You just don't care.
I don't care. But my thing is, like, individual sports wise, I'm cool with that, right? Like FAMU winning the golf thing, Grambling coming back and winning the SWAC baseball championship. That's an amazing accomplishment. You get what I'm saying? So Jackson State winning the softball championship, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. So the individualness of it, I'm cool. But come on, nah.
My athletic department as a whole brought in rings this year. That's all you're saying.
What ring did Alabama State bring in?
How do you win a Commissioner Cup?
I'm just asking, what ring did they bring in? It wasn't basketball.
It had to be in track and field.
Okay, that's one.
But track and field is so many different.
And tennis. So, okay, cool. What else? What else?
They won. I don't know shit. They won it.
Okay, you talking about
Maybe bowling. I don't know. Did they win in bowling?
I think they did win in bowling.
Yeah. See, it started. I don't know what they tennis team, men and women, in golf. You know, I don't know what they got going on.
Exactly. Bowling and tennis. Wow, congratulations. And that deserves a commissioner's cup. Bowling and tennis.
Because if one of them kids hit you up and like, hey man, we got an issue over here, you gonna come on here and be like, hey, we got a problem with bowling.
Absolutely. I'm gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
give them kids respect. We gotta respect all the sports, man.
I think if you win your individual sport, that is amazing. Absolutely amazing, right? Outside of that, nobody wants these Macy faces other than, AD looking to boost his resume. Oh man, we won the commissioner's cup.
I tell you, I wish Southern could win the commission.
Oh my God. Mr. Kevin said they won all the sports nobody watched.
Nobody watched no sport except football. I mean, so
man was watching basketball though.
A little bit. I'm talking about a sprinkle. You seen the SWAC basketball tournament?
This is my thing. It's called collective, but you only won 2 championships. How is it collective? You only won 2 championships, bowling and tennis. What other championships did y'all win? What other championships did y'all win?
I thought you liked Alabama State all of a sudden. I thought you was on their bandwagon.
I'm on the Andrew Body bandwagon. Okay, get it straight.
That's Alabama State.
I'm on the Andrew Body bandwagon. It's just like people like LeBron but don't like the team.
You gotta like the team if the player on there, then you can switch to like the next team.
It's not true. You can just like the player.
So you don't like Alabama State football team. You just like Andrew Body.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Andrew.
It take a team though. Andrew Body can't. You saw at Texas Southern, he can't do it by his damn self.
He almost did. Almost.
He
did it. He did it enough to beat y'all twice.
And we still went to the championship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he beat us, and we still ended up in the championship.
No.
Because guess what?
What y'all do there? Did that help your commissioner cup points? Because what y'all do there?
Well, he didn't help with
loss.
And Texas Southern didn't win it. And you got me sounding like I'm an Andrew Body hater. I don't like the fact that you're doing that. I like Andrew Body. I like Andrew Body family.
Everyone else, including the ones mentioned, they don't be winning nothing.
Yeah, you got to stop. I just want to see. Let's stop and switch this back.
Back there.
Andrew Body, you good with me. You and your family. But I'm just saying, Scotty, if you're going to be an Andrew Body fan, you got to at least like his team as well.
That's not always true. That's not how it works.
No, I'm asking you, you got to like Alabama State, because if they win a championship, it ain't just Andrew Body winning the championship. Andrew Body got a football team around him.
Yeah. And I will be glad that Andrew brought Alabama State a championship that they haven't seen since 2004. I'll be ecstatic for that. I would be ecstatic for that. Who wouldn't be ecstatic for that? They haven't seen one since I was a freshman in high school. I'm on my 4th kid.
So he is David Ruffin, and these are the Temptations.
And they still made a good group. And they still made a good group.
See, if they don't win, it's gonna be because you tearing the locker room up.
How you tearing the locker room up?
Because you just being dismissive to his teammates. He got to throw the ball to somebody.
I'm not dismissive to his teammates. I can say, oh, that's a good player. That's a great player.
So when they win, though, it's gonna be Alabama State won. It ain't just gonna be Andrew Body won.
Who's a part of Alabama State?
Yeah, so Alabama State won that game.
So me rooting for Andrew is rooting for Alabama State.
So if you see Alabama State on somebody's schedule, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Mississippi Valley playing Andrew Body.
That's exactly who they playing.
Oh,
that's exactly who they playing. Are they not?
They playing Alabama State.
It's Andrew Body.
So are you now a fan, or are you at least on par or on the same page with Eddie Robinson Jr.?
I mean,
I'm asking a question.
He's not a real estate agent no more. So
what is he now?
He's Coach Eddie Rob. So
no more Rocky Mortgage.
No more. Now if they go down the dumps, it's about to, then I'm gonna resurrect it. But but other than that, no, they good. He good with me. They good with me.
So you like Alabama State?
I like Andrew Body.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
I guess when they do the SWAC East prediction and they got the team, it's gonna be Andrew Body, FAMU, Jackson State, Mississippi Valley. That's who it's gonna be on. God dog.
I can't jump on the Alabama State bandwagon yet. I just can't do it yet.
You don't think they're gonna win the East?
No.
Oh, you don't?
I don't. Because I don't trust. I do not trust I don't know what the offense is going to look like. I know what Andrew's capable of. I don't know what the offense is going to look like. That's my whole premise. That's all my whole premise. I really don't. Like, let me keep it a buck with you real quick.
Please.
So, and people aren't going to like this. I think Andrew should have went to PV, right? And listen, before people jump down my throat, this is after they got Anthony. I would have never, when they got Whedon, I think he would have. Okay, let me get my thoughts together.
Yeah, slow it down for us.
He can't go to PV because if he goes to PV, it's like Kevin Durant going to the Warriors. It's like, damn, like you couldn't beat them, but now you joining them. So it's a weak move. So I wouldn't have been mad if anybody called it a weak move.
I would have loved him at Southern.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Anyway, so
you don't even trust Alabama State.
But let me. I like the cohesiveness of what Alabama State is, right? Like we don't know what you guys are at all, right? Like defensive wise, offensive wise, we don't know what none of y'all are. At least defensively, you know Alabama State's going to be a problem. Offensively, with the new OC, it's kind of like, The reason I would have liked Andrew to go to PV is because they would have thrown the ball, in my opinion, a lot more, right? With Anthony Whedon, with Whedon coming from Campbell and his offensive scheme that he likes, it would have been bombs over Baghdad, right? So I would have just liked to seen that a lot more for Andrew. But I think going to Alabama State puts you in the game manager category and not the leader category. That's just my personal opinion. I still think it's a good fit for him because of just them having a defense and them being a solid team. But I would have liked Andrew to step into the it's on me, then it's a team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me personally. That's just a little personal thing. That's all I'm saying. So if you would have the FAMU, it would have been over. If he would
Simmons, Willie Simmons was
Willie
there.
Simmons, like I've talked, like Willie Simmons wouldn't have never recruited Andrew because he's not the style of player that he likes. Now, I do think that if he would have went to FAMU with Cozy, I think
you don't even know what you talking about. Southern, and you don't know.
I
don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'll take FAMU recruiting over y'all recruiting any day of the week. Terrence Graves couldn't recruit. He couldn't recruit a paperback. He couldn't recruit a worker from McDonald's to Burger King. Okay.
How you know? You don't know. You just said you don't know. So how you know?
Not giving it. I don't trust.
How you go from I don't know now you know?
Nah, I know that. I know he can't recruit.
How you know?
I know he can't recruit. I know that.
How you know?
I know that. I know that much.
They said Fred McNair can't recruit.
What? How are you
got coaches who recruit too?
Yeah, that's fair. But we talking about
that thing that you giving me. Said you don't know. We don't know what the hell FAMU gonna look like.
I'm good on that.
We don't have a clue what FAMU gonna look like.
It's gonna be better than Southern.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I feel like Kobe Bryant, easy money. Easy money. Like,
so FAMU is your pick to win.
I don't know yet. Can I wait? Can I sit back and process and see
well,
how
you throwing so much at me. You said Alabama State not gonna win the East. So I'm thinking, well, who gonna win the East?
Offensively, I don't know what they're gonna look like. I don't know right now. Who would I lean to? I would lean towards FAMU because they're the champions. I gotta lean towards the champions, right? Because they're the champions, so they're not the champions no more. But
all the turnover.
But listen, week 1 and week 2 are going to tell me everything I need to know. And let me tell you why. Coaching in the SWAC is so egregious that You show me week one, week two, I can tell you 90% of what's going to happen because of they are who they are. Like these coaches are not intellect. Ooh, let me not say that. These coaches are not good enough. They're not good enough X's and O's wise to change who they are. They are who they are. So the only person I'm curious to see what it looks like is Mickey Joseph and how fluid he is with changing and moving. But Willie, if Willie was at FAMU with all this turnover, I'll still pick Willie because the coaching plays a huge aspect of it, right?
I would have went with Willie for sure, and it wouldn't have been no turnover had Willie came back.
That's
Willie in FAMU would have been a clear-cut favorite in my opinion because nobody could finesse this conference the way that he did for X amount of years.
Yeah. So my thing is, it's listen. At the end of the day, we got to see what coaching looks like because I'm telling you, like, the SWAC coaching is just not good. It is just not good, man. It really isn't. It's mediocre at best. And you have people like Bubba McDowell, who I mean, it's just like, bro, like, what are you doing defensively? Like you're literally in 1 to 2 calls all game. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, the fact they let Dion come in and not lose a game.
Just off talent.
Guys been coaching 30 years in this league.
Just off talent. Literally just off talent. Like it was literally, we're going to go man across the board and we're going to make, and that's why he said in the interviews, they ain't got no quarterback. If you ain't got no quarterback, you ain't going to win. No. So it always comes down to that. And listen, man, I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it go. All right. Before we go to Around the Block, I want to talk about this real quick. I want to dive into this real quick, P. Shout out to my boy Jay Tisdale on Twitter. Funny guy, does a lot of us memes and skits and stuff like that. He came up with a super conference, a mega conference, and he split it up into divisions, which I thought was.
Blow that up a little bit for me.
That's all I got for you. Let me see. How did that work for you?
Yeah, that worked for me.
All right, cool. So he broke this up into divisions. He got the East Division with Howard, Morgan, Delaware State. He brought up Virginia State, got Hampton and Norfolk. He got the Southeast Division, NCCU, South Carolina State, Clark Atlanta, Morehouse, Tennessee State, and the Fayetteville Broncos. He got the South Division with FAM, Bethune, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Valley, and JSU. And then you got Southwest Division with Alcorn, Grambling, Southern, Prairie View, Texas Southern, and UAPB. I thought this was genius. I really, really liked it. He even goes into more detail about how the games will be played. You know what I'm saying? Like making up the schedule and things like that. I think he did like 8 conference games or 8 in conference or divisional, whatever, however you worked it out. But I absolutely love this. What's your thoughts? Because it's really about travel. So with the games, I think he had like 1 or 2 games like you play across division, and you do your travel with the 1 or 2 games. But other than that, I thought this was amazing. Shout out to Jay. I hope it. I mean, I really wouldn't mind this. Have a nice little pod, and then you cross travel. So it is what it is. So shout out to Jay for that. All right, let's get into Around the Block. Let's take a trip around the HBCU block, see what's popping in these streets. All right. Now, first up, overrated and underrated teams around the block. First up, let's go overrated, P. We both picked Paho State. Well, you're going to say Jackson. I'm going to say Paho. But you said Jackson State is an overrated team. Explain to me why.
I blame Zoe for that. He came on here talking about Jackson State going to be the first SWAC team to beat a Sun Belt. They going undefeated. Then Mike, where his ass been since Dion been gone? Quiet. Woo, where Mike Reed, where yet? Quiet. I'm talking about I ain't heard nothing. Back to reality, huh? But yeah, I blame Zoe for this one though. Just strictly Zoe's fault right here.
Strictly. No other person, no nothing.
You remember a couple weeks ago on his job, he came in here and went through the schedule and just he was eating W's like Jameis Winston. He was getting full all the way down the schedule. So
it was just win after win after win after win. But
he got me with the win over ULM at that. I was damn. Come on now, Zoe.
Yeah.
Zoe in here tonight. Where you at, Zoe? Overrated.
I think he might be on the mass meeting. But I'll say this. I agree with you. And I told him once Dion left, it was what? I told you what it was. I told you.
Jackson State streets.
I told you what it was, Pothole State. I told you. Okay, come on back down to earth. All right, get down there. Come on back there. Pop that helium balloon. Yeah. So I went with Pothole State as well as overrated. Listen, last year you didn't beat no team with a winning record. You changed your whole staff, like not just one. You changed your entire staff, and then they'll say, "Oh, Scotty, they got promoted." Bull crap. Them Bama's was on Dip City, okay? Dipset, gone. Stop playing with me. I'm not. I wasn't born last night, okay? I know what it was. Bama's was trying to get out of Dodge. All right, so definitely Pothole State. Definitely Pothole State. Now I could have went with Southern based off you, Perry, because you be God.
I don't never say Southern going undefeated.
Nah. I was this close.
No, don't you blame me for Southern. That's just your own.
No. You blame Pothole State for Zoe. You got to take that Southern overrated.
I don't never say Southern going undefeated.
He didn't say Pothole State was going undefeated. He didn't say that.
You might as well, when you say you beating ULM, you might as well go undefeated. Shit.
Nah, you be gassing Southern up too, bro.
No, I don't.
You be gassing Southern up too, bro.
I keep it real about
Southern.
How about gas Southern up?
They be beating Virginia Lynchburg. Scotty, we on a 6-game winning streak, right? Like 3 of those games.
Y'all just love to use me for y'all hate for Southern. I just so happen to be a Southern guy, so y'all channel y'all inner hate. And I know it. Look, when you got the S on your chest, everybody gonna hate. I understand. I get it. But y'all hate don't mean it got to be sent towards me. I will not be y'all punching bag for what y'all don't like. You just don't like Southern, and that's fine.
Harry,
but it ain't because of me.
The logic that you be using for Southern don't even make sense half the time, bro. I
don't even know what you're talking about.
No, y'all play Virginia Lynchburg, then play a D2 team, and then you're like, man, we on a 5-game winning streak. I'm
because
like,
it ain't like you played 5 Virginia Lynchburg.
I'm like 2 of the teams. Perry was like, they were like scrimmages.
So forget Alabama A&M and UAPB and all of them. Forget
that's another scrimmage. That's 3 scrimmages.
But talk to their fan base. That's the SWAC.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, man. You be killing me with that stuff too. And you be hyping it up like, but Scotty, I mean, we only can play. I'm like, bro, but 3 of the game. Can we be realistic? Like 3 of the games are scrimmage.
I just talk to you about when we win, we win. When we lose, I talk about a loss. Even in a loss, I keep it real about the loss. It ain't like now who don't keep it real about a loss is Jackson State fans. That's who don't keep it real. At least I come on here and I'm very real about my Southern teams when they play. When they win, they win. Cool. I don't care who they beat. They got a dub. But when they lose, I keep it real on here. I don't gaslight nobody over Southern. That's just y'all own personal hate. And as much as I've been on here, I've just grown to understand the vast majority of people hate Southern. I get it. If I was y'all, I would hate Southern too. Just off the strength. It's just the name. We don't even got to beat y'all and then y'all be beating us and still hate us. That's just your personal problem. And you still try to find a way to take it out on me because I got it on my chest. All right, so y'all go see a therapist. Stop coming at me with it. I'm not the reason you don't like Southern. You didn't like Southern, and most of y'all didn't like Southern before y'all ever even found out about who Perry White was. All right? I don't come on here gassing Southern. When Southern do dumb shit, I say they do dumb shit. But when they win, what I'm supposed to say? They didn't win the way you wanted them to win. I don't be understanding with y'all because y'all do the same shit with y'all teams.
Dog,
right now, okay, yeah. I'm just saying.
I just let you do your. Let me
do my thing. I'm just saying.
Let you do your rant, but at the end of the day, listen, bro.
I'm not the reason y'all want to hate Southern. You hate Southern because
anybody outside of Southern fans on this chat is going to tell you be overhyping Southern University.
They just say that because I say the word Southern. They don't want nobody to like Southern. Period.
That's
I just said this last week when we talked about the band. right?
That's Jackson fans, bro. We're talking about just football fans outside of the rivalry. Everybody knows
football
you
fans on here can talk shit
for no
about Southern
reason.
outside of Jackson and FAMU. I give Jackson, FAMU, and Alcorn and Grambling because guess what? They've been winning. The other ones, say something to me then. Alabama A&M. Alabama State, you won for the first time against us last year.
Oh, man.
I mean, now this one y'all don't like when I get on that, huh? Because I talk shit. I brag. They say at FAMU, they brag. Okay. Y'all don't like how we get down that Southern? Y'all don't like that regardless of win or lose, we still have this esque about ourselves?
Esque?
Esque. Well, I don't even know what that is, but we got it.
Esque. I don't know what it is, but we got it.
And y'all know we got it. That's why y'all don't like us. And I can't help that.
That's crazy.
I can't. What's crazy is the hate that y'all have for Southern.
I don't think. Listen, I'm just keeping it a bug with you. Outside, because listen, man.
Southern, you've been hated us.
Because Smash got on here talking crazy.
Now it's Smash's fault.
Nah, that's what started the powerhouse. Because Smash got on here talking crazy, talking about some. Oh, Scotty, we this and I'm like, bro, you haven't won anything since what 2013, 2014. And you
but we still got a pride about ourselves, though.
That's great, but let's not talk about no powerhouse like you Bama's has just been winning everything. You Bama's been smoke.
We had a decade of having some good teams.
You backdooring in the championships, firing coaches left and right. You know, like stop it.
I'm like Rick James. I welcome it. Y'all come on in here. Come on with all that hate. Come on. Y'all love the haters, don't you?
Boy, man, y'all be tripping.
It just didn't start either. It's been like this. So this ain't nothing new. When you go to Southern and you a Southern fan, this is what it is. So when I see all the hate spewed towards me, it's okay. But I'm not gonna be y'all damn punching back because y'all personal problems. Go seek help about how much y'all hate Southern.
Y'all need to go seek help about the delusion that y'all be. I'm like,
we
bro,
just got pride. We got pride. I can't help because these other people don't have pride. They got pride once every 5-10 years. I can't help that. I can't help that they pride comes and goes. Our pride always there. Okay. Think about this. Southern was not good in the 70s nor the 80s, but yet we still had a lot of pride.
Congratulations.
That's all I'm saying. So don't be hating on me. Don't be hating on my school because y'all got issues.
Pride and delusion are two different things. Like
what's the delusion?
The delusion is when you come up here and talk about we gonna do this and I
don't do that.
We got a 5-game winning streak with 3 scrubs, and I'm like Perry, come on, man. Realistically, y'all don't think about it.
The facts is when I look at the schedule, regardless of how it was done, it was a win. When it's a loss, I talk about the loss. I came on here. We can go pull up the show when we lost to Jackson State. Alabama State. Wasn't I right here looking y'all right in y'all face, telling y'all what happened at Bama State and what happened at Jackson State?
Wasn't I right here telling you before the losses came?
It don't matter, but I'm saying it ain't like I was delusional after the loss.
You were delusional because I'm like, Perry, there's no way you can have Southern in your top 5. Scotty, I don't see how. I mean, we coming over 6-game winning streak. I'm like, bro, 3 of the wins against scrimmages.
What 6-game win streak? I didn't even say it was 6-game win streak.
It was a 5-game win. Yes, it was like a 5. It was like
a 3 or 4. Who?
You played UAPB, Virginia Lynchburg.
Yeah.
Let me go back
and then we lost to FAMU.
But you was putting them in your top. You was putting them in your top 5, and I said, Perry, how? They ain't play nothing. I said they ain't play nobody.
Who else had a winning streak at that time besides FAMU?
Boy, you be changing.
I just don't answer the question. Who else had a winning streak besides FAMU at that point? FAMU and Alcorn were on winning streaks. Prairie View wasn't even hot at that time. They was losing to Houston Christian and FAMU. They didn't catch fire until on the backside.
All right. So you had beat A&M. You beat UAPB. Where was Virginia Lynchburg? Yeah. Okay.
So loss right there. Don't skip over the loss because I said on here.
Hold on.
And I chastised Eric Dooley about that. Drop 8.
No. Anybody who watched the show, they gonna remember this. You beat Lincoln. And you had them in the top 5. And I said, Perry, you just lost. I said, you just lost out of conference. I said, you lost to Jackson. You lost was out of conference game. Both of those games were out of conference games. You lost both of those. And then you talked about we won 3 out of 4 games. And I'm like, Perry, you have lost more SWAC games than winning SWAC games, and you still had them top 5. That was pure delusion.
Who was the other 5 teams at that point then, besides FAMU?
It should have been anybody. No. I'm sorry.
Well,
remember,
if it's gonna be anybody, then Southern.
I don't know if we was doing I don't know if it was a SWAC top 5 then, or it was an all HBCU top 5. Let me be very clear about that. So I can't remember that. So I'll give you that. I don't know if it was just top 5 SWAC or just HBCU. I'll give you that. I don't remember that. But I do remember.
Because let's be real. Are there just legit 5 good SWAC teams week in and week out? No, there are not.
Southern wasn't one of those last year, I tell you that.
Well, they was just right there in the mix. That's all I said. They was in the mix. It ain't like I had them at number 1. I gave FAMU they flowers all season from beginning to end.
Oh my God, boy, I tell you.
I ain't doing nothing but telling you what I did. When we took some L's, guess what? Keep scrolling down. Keep scrolling. After that, them 2 back-to-back,
Yeah.
you didn't hear me say nothing else. I kept it real. I said, boy, we got our ass whooped on it. I came on, even G came on here. Remember with Mr. Campbell did a whole crime report. I took that and I said, look, we got our ass kicked. Then when Prairie View beat us, what'd I say? I can't believe we lost the goddamn Prairie View.
Yeah, that was Dooley's game. That was the game. I told you Dooley lost that when he was gone.
Yeah. So I was cool with all that. And you didn't hear me talk about Southern no more.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. It wasn't all HBCU top 5. Yeah. You trying to put them Bevers top 5 all HBCU, man.
Well, your Howard team at that point had not turned into the Howard team that you wanted them to be. It didn't start to Halloween. Hell, that was when we finally played who? Prairie View or Alcorn? Which one of them? So Howard was not hot yet. North Carolina Central and FAMU was the 2 teams. Remember, Hampton started out, then Hampton fizzled out and fell off the map. Tennessee State started hot, fizzled out, fell off the map. Remember?
Yeah.
Every week it was this. Nobody was consistent. It was only 2 teams consistent the whole year. It was FAMU and North Carolina Central. Okay. Howard didn't get good to damn Halloween.
Well, let's
say win.
Okay. I remember. Thank you, guy. What happened was I kept putting Howard up there, and you said, Scotty, how does losses keep them up in the competition? But then you hold in Southern's loss. I said because their losses were better losses than your losses.
I never even heard nobody even talk about better losses.
You know that they do that in the Power 5 all the time. If you
go by the amount of good
negative. If you lose to a number 1 team outside of losing to a lower top 25 team, those losses don't count the same. They don't. If you're a number 5, listen to me.
That's one loss. You talking about how many losses Howard had?
They had 2 losses. They had those 2 FBS losses. They had one to Eastern Michigan, and they had the other one to Northwestern.
So they only had 2 losses coming into that point. They didn't have a winning record coming in.
No, they didn't. They were like 0-2 or something. Yeah, they were 0-2 or something like that. It was something crazy, right? But what I'm saying to you is, I said their losses were to better competition than your loss. I said you literally lost conference. Perry, you were losing conference games for out of conference games. What sense does that make? That's
to me, the sense is an L is an L. They just had more L's than Southern at that point.
Come on,
then when they started adding up in the win column, I gave Howard all the flowers they wanted.
Let's move on.
Yeah, please. Because y'all hate. What we had
boy. All right, overrated. I went with NCCU. Listen, I hear. Listen, first of all, let me just say I love Trey Oliver. I think Trey Oliver is a hell of a coach.
This one was tough, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah,
it was. Because it ain't so many. It only about 5, 6 of them jokers. So you gotta pick your few. But I had to go with NCCU because you can't tell me losing the offensive player of the year and you just gonna plug and play him with a white boy. He got a better arm, a better throw. I don't believe it. Okay, because Trey Oliver said at the OBC in press conference, he was like, Davius never played the fourth quarter, so the white boy got a lot of reps in the fourth quarter. I ain't seen it. So I got NCCU overrated. I think they're going to have a down year. I really do. I think it's going to be a down year. I don't think they're going to be as high as they think they are. But go ahead. You got South Carolina State.
I only did it because a couple shows back, somebody from South Carolina State was in the comments and said something about me, talking about if you don't know, just say you don't know. So I felt like I don't know what he's smoking over at in Orangeburg, but if that's the case, then yeah, you overrated, because I don't see you taking it all the way to the top in year one. Kenneth Berry, that's my dog, right?
Yeah.
I rock with Kenneth Berry. But I only picked South Carolina State because of that comment, just to piss that guy off even more, whoever that was. You got the text. I mean, you got that?
The message?
Yeah.
I can pull it up real quick.
Put it on the screen. I just did it to piss him off since he so South Carolina. But to be a South Carolina State fan, he was that one.
Let me see. Hopefully I can pull this up real quick. Nah, I can't pull it up.
That's why I picked it. I'm gonna tell y'all, the MEAC is tough to pick because outside of Delaware State,
yeah, everybody else so close.
I really do like everybody in the MEAC. I got a lot of respect for all the coaches in the MEAC. I really do. If this was last year, I probably would have told you Howard was overrated. But it was late, and they showed me what you had been saying. But yeah, I really do like the MEAC is tough to pick against. And I mean, it's been a long time where I looked at a league from top to bottom, and I had a respect for every coach and every team that I saw, except Delaware State. And I don't know why we're doing Delaware State the way we do. But yeah. Any Delaware State fans in here?
Yeah.
There it is. This is what he said. Y'all read it.
He said, y'all read it?
Y'all read it. Y'all educated up in here.
Oh, man. So I'll read it to people who are just listening. All right. You lost me when you put South Carolina State at the bottom. At our worst times, we would never finish last. What a slap in the face. Well, you're never going to finish last when you got Delaware State. So that's come on, man. You ain't never going to finish last. What a slap in the face. Tell us you don't know without telling us you don't know. We were one fluke return against Morgan in terrible weather from ATL.
Eric Jones. That's why I'm saying South Carolina State overrated.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go.
At no point last year we was talking about South Carolina State and the Celebration Bowl.
No, they was getting mollywopped too all season until like the last bit. They kind of pull it together, but they was getting mollywopped all season. All right, let's go to underrated. Underrated. Now let me preface my comments, right? I was scared to put the G down. The reason I was scared to put, because I really don't believe in Dooley. I really don't. I think I really don't believe in Dooley. I believe in Mickey Joseph, and I do think he's going to have a better disciplined team and a better structured team. But it still is going to come down to Dooley and that offense. On what they decide. Thank you. On what they decide to do.
No, I said, what you doing?
Oh, I had to sneeze.
Oh, what you say thank you for?
Oh, I thought you said bless you. I'm sorry. I thought you said bless you.
I was like, what the hell they doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, bless you, brother.
Thank you. So that is my situation. So I got Grambling as underrated. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Alabama State. We've been talking about them. Hey, I like Andrew Body. Alabama State last year was one loss away from the SWAC East crown. And guess what? On the road at Florida A&M. And they didn't go out
with a first-time starting quarterback.
They didn't go out quietly. They handled everybody else in the East. And I think quietly, why everybody is still riding that FAMU wave from last year, I think Alabama State, with your boy Andrew Body, is sitting just in the back corner like, hey, all right, we stinking this year. So I'm going with Alabama State as underrated. I think quietly nobody is paying attention. And nobody, because FAMU was so dominant last year, nobody even realized Alabama State literally lost one game in the East. Nobody even paid attention to it.
Yeah, and it was the game that they lost, but they did lose to Miles. Let's not forget that. I don't want nobody. I don't want no Alabama State fan. Bama's lost to Miles. Trying to F around with Demetrius Davis. Okay, so let's not forget that. Don't ever forget that. For the MEAC, I knew you was gonna go Norfolk State. I didn't even know why I texted to you. I was
Hit
like,
it for me. You got it on the soundboard?
no, I don't got it on the side. Let me get it.
Please, y'all know me. I must be the only Norfolk fan alive.
Well, you loyal, boy. I tell you that you gotta beat them.
Hey, don't I rock with you? I don't care what they say, Scott.
I appreciate that.
I'm loyal.
I said, be home.
And make me call Coach O. Give me a goddamn hoorah speech tonight.
Go ahead, break down your underrated, your dark horse.
They are my dark horse again. I'm still riding that dark horse. I mean, I look at 6 games last year. They lost by 7 points or less. A young team, sophomores and freshmen. Those guys are growing up. Y'all know my allegiance to my boy Dawson Odoms. I don't care. As much as y'all hate Southern, y'all hate Dawson Odoms too. So, and I get it. It's a 2-for-1 special. Really 3 because y'all hate me too. So y'all hate Dawson Odoms, Perry White, and Southern, and really 4 because you damn sure don't like Norfolk State. So there we go. I think this team is on the cusp of something. They were young last year. I think they may be on to something this year. They underrated just because all y'all simply don't like them.
I said, behold.
Behold.
Shout out to Dawson Odoms.
Behold. You know what? For me, I think when you only got 6 teams to choose from, there's not much you can say who's underrated and overrated. But
because everybody was literally tit for tat last year to me. Flip a coin. Somebody lost over here by 2 points. Somebody lost over here by 6 points. You know,
it's a mishmash of just everything, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go with. I had to go with South Carolina State. I do listen. I'm high on Chinnisberry as a man and as a coach, but X's and O's. Listen, okay. I think Chinnisberry can go down as one of the best in HBCU football. I don't know if he can give you the Morgan State competing with Akron, right? I don't think he can give you the Morgan State beating Richmond, right? Like, I don't think he can give you that because we saw at Benedict how he got out coached at the white schools at D2 in the playoffs, right? Like, so when you talk about a Damon Wilson who was a couple games away from the national championship of D2, and you talk about Coach Chinnisberry who had the best defenses in back-to-back years but couldn't get out the first round, to me that there is a slight in his coaching. So I think he can go. I think this is a perfect scenario for him, right?
He can do good against the black schools.
He only got to beat the school, and he gets to walk into a Celebration Bowl. So he could go down as one of the greats just beating black schools. Like if
Halloween get on in, baby. He got
literally just back it. He literally got a back in a Prius. Okay, like it's not hard. It's not hard. Okay, that's where I think Chinnisberry he's going to dominate. Or let me not say dominate. I think he's going to do very, very well because he doesn't have to do much, right? Like if he had to play in a playoff system or he had to go to the FCS playoffs, I think he gets ran out the gym. Like most coaches probably will be, right? I don't see that. So I think he's underrated because I think he's just going to be able to beat the teams in his league, in this conference, which are 5, and and just end up being in the celebration. I wouldn't be surprised in 3 years he's in the Celebration Bowl. I wouldn't be surprised at all. At all. I really do. I do believe that. So we'll see going forward. All right. That was underrated. I'm sorry. That was underrated. Let's move on to notable games.
Y'all tell us in the chat, y'all overrated and underrated teams in MEAC and SWAC.
I like
Interact with us.
Yeah.
I know you gonna chastise us for our picks, but what's y'all picks? I know y'all gurus out there, y'all college football analysts. So let me see what y'all talking about.
Yeah. So definitely let us know what your notable games were. Not notable games. Let us know who your underrated and overrated teams are in HBCU space. All right. Perry, these are some of your notable games. Go through those really quickly for the people. I'll be right back.
All right, so I'm going to start with that notable game right there, Alcorn State versus Southern. The only reason I'm saying this is a notable game is simply because you got to turn around at Alcorn with Cedric Thomas coming in, now coming from the defensive coordinator position to the head coach. And we saw that whole thing of what happened with Fred McNair and that whole Texas Southern Alcorn back and forth. And guess what? He's on the staff at Southern. And if you ain't never been to a Southern and Alcorn game, you know how big this is. And now I think this just add a little bit more fuel to the fire where you got Alcorn versus Southern at Southern's homecoming. This is one of them homecomings you don't want to miss. And if you ask me, this is a game, especially with it being a Western Division game, that I think is a notable game that you should circle. This is going to mean something on October the 19th, especially with the close proximity. I don't know if y'all realize, if y'all ever paid attention to really how close Southern and Alcorn is to each other, right down the road on Highway 61 from each other. That second with Alabama State and North Carolina Central, I think early on, the reason this is a notable game, this is going to give us an early look at Alabama State with Andrew Body, and this is going to give us an early look with North Carolina Central without Davius Richards. This is going to show us the type of coaching that North Carolina Central and Trey Oliver, what Trey Oliver can do for North Carolina Central. But that Alabama State team, I'm curious to see what they're going to look like now with Andrew Body. And the fact, like I said, they was one game away. These are two teams that could have possibly been in the Celebration Bowl last year. One game away for both of them from being in the Celebration Bowl. And you get this matchup. North Carolina Central lost to Howard. That's what stopped them. Bama State lost to FAMU. That's what stopped them from getting the Eastern Division. That's why I like this matchup. And you get a chance to see the runner-up, as I would say, play early in the Orange Blossom. I like Prairie View and Grambling because in that State Fair Classic, this is one of those matchups because I want to see what you're talking about with Mickey Joseph. This is going to be a matchup early on, and then with Bubba McDowell. Can he continue his dominance of the SWAC West? And this is going to be a pivotal game with them moving forward towards another SWAC West title. Can Grambling with Eric Dooley, who coached at Prairie View, who's back at Grambling. You know, there's some storylines around here.
Too many.
Too many. This is why I think this is a notable game, that State Fair Classic. Plus last year, didn't Grambling beat Prairie View last year?
Yes, they did.
Did they try to run the score up on them last year?
I don't think they tried to do that.
Okay.
I think
I'm trying to create something here. If it's friction, I'm trying to make it even more hotter for you, okay? Morgan State and Hampton. This is an interesting matchup. Hampton started last year quick. What was the quarterback? I liked him for a while for like the first 3 weeks of the season. What was Hampton's quarterback?
He got a black name. Sendarius or something like that. Let me look.
I can't think of his name, but you know, for 3 weeks, I thought he was a damn good dual threat quarterback. Then he kind of just teetered off, and I ain't talking about him no more for the rest of the season. But Morgan State was a team last year.
Chris Zealous, man. Hey, step it up, Chris Zealous. Step it up. Last year for 3 games, man, I thought you was a damn good dual threat quarterback. Then you just fell off the map. He started racking up them interceptions. Them interceptions was racking up. I'm like, God dang, you running for 2 touchdowns but throwing 4. I mean,
God, no.
You throwing 4 interceptions. That ain't making no sense.
I thought he was a good guy, man, up until that point. But Morgan State, a team built off of defense and special teams, man. Defense and special teams. We're going to learn, and this August 31st, we're going to learn quick about Hampton and Morgan State. Morgan State needs some offense. You talking about a simple, basic offense? It don't get no more simple and basic than what you see in Morgan State. But I think for 2 teams that have to find their path and find themselves, you're going to see it early with Morgan State and Hampton. Tennessee State and Howard. This is just a notable game because Tennessee State goes to Howard for Howard's homecoming.
That's going to be
crazy.
Did I say more? That's crazy. That's going to be crazy.
That's going to be crazy. That's just a notable game. It ain't even about the football. It's about the event. Just Tennessee State and Howard. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Norfolk State family. And a lot of these games, Scotty, if you see, we're going to see them early. Norfolk State and FAMU, of course, I just said Norfolk State underrated. FAMU might be a team that I could have put is overrated because we don't know what they're going to look like now that Willie Simmons is gone. And I think just like that Alabama State and North Carolina Central, this Norfolk State and FAMU is going to give us an early look at these teams. Now, it's not going to solidify who they are because these teams are going to have the rest of the season to figure it out and work to get better. But this is going to at least give us an opportunity to be entertained early with Norfolk State and FAMU. I like that matchup. And then I ended with one that I didn't really see coming, but I want to see Chennisberry against what used to be the toast of HBCU football in North Carolina A&T.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go mine. Then we can dilly dally back and forth. No diddy about these games. All right, so bear with me. I kind of, did my thing. I think the Alabama State NCCU is just, it's self-explanatory. You get to see this new Alabama State team and get to see a new NCCU, what they look like without Davis Richards, what Alabama State looks like with Andrew Body. I think that's great. It's an out-of-conference game, so it's kind of like a scrimmage, if we're being honest, right? It's a good scrimmage to see what it is. FAMU versus Alabama State, October 5th at the Nest, or whatever they call it, in the Gump. You got to put that game there, right? You got to put that game there. And if I'm not mistaken, you gotta, I think that's their homecoming. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's their homecoming as well. So definitely gonna be a great game, great atmosphere. State Fair Classic, I definitely agree. FAMU versus Jackson State, October 19th at the Vet. Like, how is that not a notable game? They went from OBC to now we home and home. Oh yeah, I don't care what the records are. All right. I feel like one of those, throw the records away, okay? It is strictly football in the Vet. FAMU coming to town. It's going to be crazy, okay? It's absolutely crazy. Come on, man. That's like that game right there. FAMU and Jack State, that's going to be crazy. At home, that's going to be wild, right? Prairie View, Morgan State. I like this game because, listen, it's late in December. It's really, I like it. I like it. I do. I really do.
It's just the Celebration Bowl.
Oh, it could be.
Prairie View and Morgan State, what the hell they doing playing December 21st?
My bad. Listen, listen.
Okay, here go your Celebration Bowl.
Listen. I stole this from Lionel, the dude from Prairie View versus everybody. I was looking at his notable games, and I was like, oh, I like that game. And I was like, it's late. I was like, oh, it's a non-conference game. So I really thought it was a scheduled game. I really did. He caught me. He got me.
This must be who he think going to the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, he definitely had to do that because he definitely got me.
You better start proofreading shit.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Rushing.
Because you're really finna break this one down, boy. Prairie View.
Listen, I was like, yo, I really like this game. I was like, I love this game. Like, because you don't see it very often. But all right, we'll move.
You ain't gonna see that.
Oh,
and if you do, it's gonna be a low attendance.
Yeah, it's stupid. Tennessee versus Howard. I think that's self-explanatory. Same thing you put. I like the Bayou Classic, right? And the reason I like the Bayou Classic is because of all the storylines. Because usually this game doesn't really mean much, right? Because it don't. For the last 2 years, it hasn't. Let me just say that. Last 2 years, it hasn't really meant anything. But I just love the Terrence Graves, the Dooley, Mickey Joseph, the LSU stuff, and what that schedule is going to, and what their records are going to be coming into that game, right? Last thing is, listen, the Magic City Classic, and shout out to my boy Eden because he's thinking the same way I'm thinking. If Maynard lose this one, bro, you're done. Okay,
Maynard may not even make this. Remember, he got FAMU and Jackson.
You can't listen. Listen, I talked to Dr. Paul Bryan a lot. I don't think you go into this game with an interim head coach. I don't. You just don't
Even
do that.
If you lose to FAMU and Jackson State,
I don't listen.
Back-to-back weeks.
I don't think you go into this game with an interim coach, right? Because I just don't think you do that. Now you might fire him after the Magic City Classic, right? Because this game. The game is the Super Bowl for the teams, but it ain't going to change the season. Like, you're going to get fired at the end of the day because you're probably not going to beat FAMU and Jack State back-to-back or whatever. But I don't think you go into the Magic City Classic with an interim head coach. That's just me personally. I know some Alabama A&M fans wouldn't be mad because then they know, hey, listen, we looking for our new coach. You know what I'm saying? We looking for our new
give somebody else a damn chance.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe you go into that game with an interim head coach. That's just me personally. But outside of the PV and Morgan State game in December 21st, I like these games.
You got me with that one too. I'm like, damn, what's going on?
That's what I was thinking. When I saw it, I was like, man, I was like, that late in the season. I said, oh, I like that. But yeah, if you talk about PV winning the Celebration Bowl, no, we're not doing that.
That's PV. That's his idea of PV versus Morgan. Who is that did that?
Lionel, he's a PV alum.
Oh yeah. He be on my top about that one win they got last year, boy, against Southern, boy.
So I definitely like those games. The FAMU and Jackson State, Jank, I think that's just gonna be crazy. FAMU Alabama State's gonna be crazy. You're talking about some great atmospheres. Alcorn and Southern. Me and Key are trying to make that one.
Now that's a homecoming you don't want to miss.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's your homecoming. I think we might be going to somebody's wedding. But
listen, I'm gonna tell you, this is why here go that Southern shit again for y'all. In South Louisiana, you don't schedule weddings. You damn near don't want to give birth. You damn near don't even want to die during the fall. Because I got obligations.
I'm not attending nothing.
I got obligations on Saturday to be tailgating or at a game somewhere. I'm just letting you know. So, yeah, people here, you better not schedule no wedding on no football weekend. It better be a bye week. We better be on the road playing Alabama A&M or something that weekend where you know you ain't trying to go to Huntsville. That's the only time you're going to get that. I hope you caught that, Alabama A&M.
Don't get married during football season.
You don't.
Yeah. Wedding during football season?
Nope. Only open weekends and when you playing Alabama A&M on the road.
Hey, listen, Mr. Kincaid. I think it was one time he texted me. He's like, Scotty, I'm gonna try to make it. He's like, my cousin got a wedding. He's like, I really don't want to go. He's like, I'm in the wedding. I really don't want to go. He's like his third time getting married. I mean, goddamn. Like, I was crying. I was like, yo, yeah. It'd be real like that. It'd be real.
Yeah, that football, that's a holy obligation on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And you know, you trying to make me pick your wedding better be at 9 a.m. And the reception is at the stadium. Okay.
He said, Mr. Kincaid was like, Scotty, I didn't even stand for the reception. I'm gone. He said, I gotta get out of there. That was, yeah, he had me rolling. I was like, Mr. Kincaid, you crazy. He said, man, I can't miss quick. He said, no weddings in the fall. They miss me. I won't be there. Okay, I won't be there. All right. Last section on Around the Block. Who will get the boot?
I think everybody. I think we got we can say it together. I think we all know. We just talked about.
Connell Maynor.
I think we all know that. Even Alabama A&M fans already know it. They already know that's because everybody else is pretty much new.
Yeah.
There's nobody else to give the boot to. You ain't gonna fire a coach after 1-2 years.
Nah.
Dooley gone, so that's out the way.
Yeah.
You know, Cedric Thomas is a new coach.
Yeah.
Bubba hadn't done nothing to get fired. Chris over
Little Bethune. Yeah, Chris Dishman, he knew. Norfolk.
Wade at Valley not going nowhere.
I think Norfolk. If your boy Odom's come up short again.
Well, who the hell they gonna go get?
It's not the point.
Okay, yeah, it's not the point. You right. You right, though. You right.
You could be gone from that green and gold. Okay,
he's proving it. Like he did it at Southern. Every time it looked like he was about to get the X. October and November, he just took off right quick. So, but you're right.
Yeah,
Johnson Odoms could be on the chopping block. Seriously.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Who else? Delaware State. Now listen. Listen. That man, I'm telling you, I would been let him go. That's just me. Now he on year 2, but I still think he should be fired. That's just me personally. But
does he watch this show? Does anybody from Delaware State watch? Do you ever get any feedback from anybody from Delaware? That's a long way to hell away.
I've talked to like 2 people from Delaware State that watched the show, but
yeah, that's a long way.
I don't. It is what it is. I think he should be fired. But listen, the grill master from North Carolina A&T, he on a very short leash. So it's only so many 1 and 10, 1 and 11s you can do. 1 and 10s. I mean, listen.
Is Eddie George?
Nah, not what they did last year. No. He definitely get a pass on that one.
What about Hampton? No, with Hampton fired they
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the new coach? Is it an interim guy?
It's an interim guy. He's a running back coach.
Why the hell did they wait so late to fire their coach?
That don't make no sense.
It make no sense.
Make no sense.
After spring football?
Right before the portal closed.
Come on, man. Hampton.
So, yeah. So let me see who else.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Everybody else is either new or they got the job good enough wrapped up.
Facts. So, but
Connell
Maynard, you on the clock
on that list?
Yeah, Connell Maynard on the clock. That man was on the clock.
Do you think he get mad? Do you think does he watch this show?
I know he watched it a couple times.
Do you think he get mad every time we say that?
Oh, I know he get mad at me. Oh, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, he never quite brought that Winston-Salem. Because he took Winston-Salem to the Division II national title.
Yeah, and lost.
Yeah, but it goes back to what you say. He won them games and went to Division II national championship. He just never quite could bring that success there. Then wasn't he at Hampton as well?
Yeah, lost there too.
Yeah.
So now you at A&M, got the little spring championship, and it's been down here ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody said Maynard might go for milk and never come.
Hey, I'll be right back, y'all.
You ain't gonna get a chance.
What's your boy? What's the AD name?
Dr. Paul Bryant.
He'll trick him. He say, "Man, go outside. I think I left something in the car." And man, to come back and that damn door be locked.
Hey, all the locks changed.
All the locks changed.
Here we go. Money. Just a quick view of some of the ticket sales that have gone on in the HBCU scene. So of course, Tahoe State leads everybody with $4 million in ticket sales. FAMU is second with $1.8 million. Southern at 1.6. Grambling at listen. You gotta give Grambling credit. Now that might include the Bayou Classic and all that type of stuff, but to not have as many home games as they do to bring in $1.2 million ain't bad. Alabama State 1.1, and everyone else is under 1 million. North Carolina A&T 1.4 million. South Carolina State 800K. Texas Southern 740. That's definitely about to go down now that Andrew gone. Alcorn 720. Alabama A&M 680. North Carolina Central 510. Norfolk 330. And Tennessee State 280. Jesus Christ.
I don't know if where these numbers come. I don't know if I believe that Grambling made $1 million.
That's what they said.
How many homecomings they had last year?
They got all those classics. They got the State Fair. They got the
this ain't ticket revenue from home games.
Nah, just revenue in general.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
So
ain't no shade, Grambling. I just was like, I know damn well y'all ain't clearing $1 million at home in the hole.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm like, Bahamas don't really go. So I'm like, how y'all get? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm assuming they got to use the classic games to make this even make sense.
Yeah,
you got to.
Because how many homes? You must have had 3 homecomings last year.
That Tennessee State 280 though, Jesus Christ!
Don't nobody go to Tennessee State games, man, and especially when they start playing them white schools.
Yeah,
that's over.
I feel bad for Eddie George. I really do, because all that 280 tells me is that nobody show up. That's all that 280 tell me.
They show up to the John Merritt Classic and homecoming.
That's it.
Everything else is like, yeah, they don't care.
Smash said, Scotty, you gotta remember the student tickets included in the student fees. So that's half the fee right there.
Shit, it ain't nowhere near $1 million out of those student fees. Them students ain't paying shit but $100 or something. Hell.
Yeah, they say we coming up. We coming up.
North Carolina Central, boy, damn. For y'all to have that success, y'all don't go to games.
Hey, I'm
Alabama
telling
A&M
you
got
right
that
now.
big ass stadium, and y'all not clearing $1 million.
Alabama, yeah, Alabama. Let me see.
Alabama
Alabama,
A&M.
yeah, Alabama A&M. Let me say this: that number right there is not going to sit well with Dr. Paul Bryant. He's not going to be happy with that, because I'm telling you, the reason he feels that way is because of the coach that he has. He's like, yo, if I get a better coach in here and we get some winning going, come on, man.
Yeah, that's a beautiful facility that they have. Big stadium.
You said you never been there.
And this is all, and I haven't. I've only seen it. That's the only SWAC school I have not been to. You know why? I think it's clear as day. If y'all haven't noticed, I can care less about Alabama, and they on my, I give them too many problems. Never been there, but y'all not even clearing $1 million with that stadium. Come on, man. Come on now. Alcorn and SWAG served themselves to $720,000. And I can't believe Texas Southern outpaced Alcorn.
Come on, man. Andrew Body.
Man, what nobody just showing up. It don't matter if Andrew Body there or not. What nobody showing. I don't know where the hell they got that number from.
Andrew didn't play last year anyway. But
don't nobody go to Texas. Now, you talk about Prairie View. Don't nobody go.
Where is Prairie View on here?
Huh?
Where is Prairie View on here? If you
Prairie View's not even on here.
If you worse than 280,
oh my God.
Huh. That's the real question, is where is Prairie View?
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, goddamn.
Prairie View, where y'all at?
But they want to tell me I call them 12 fans, and they want to act like I'm wrong.
We need to take a collection for Prairie View. Y'all not even clearing $280K in that big, beautiful stadium y'all have?
I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on.
Like I said.
Dang.
12 fans.
Man,
like I
really,
said.
They can't argue that no more. Prairie View. I mean, shout out to my boy Jeff, who's a Prairie View fan. Look, y'all need to do something better. That's a goddamn. And y'all won the SWAC West last year. Boy, that is sad, boy. Damn. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Like I said, 12 fans. Check.
Maybe they just forgot to put them on here. I'm just gonna put that. Maybe they just forgot.
It's like they forgot to turn in their attendance numbers.
Yeah, maybe they just forgot. I don't see that. I promise, Scott. I'm gonna give them benefit of the doubt. Whoever did this list, full of shit. They forgot to put them on here. They full of shit. They did that on purpose. They can't nobody tell me Prairie View can't make $280,000 every football season. Can't nobody. You can't tell me that.
I think they're definitely under $1 million. Are you? I'm done.
What that's at? State your source. Cite your source.
Hey, yeah, put the link in the chat.
Yeah, cite your source. What that's at?
Put your link in the chat.
Cite your source.
He said numbers came from Night Commission website.
Who the hell is that?
Let me see. Night Commission.
What is that? Well, Prairie View need to have an emergency meeting. And they doing all that shit. You remember I was talking about that we going what they unfinished bids, doing all them commercials and videos. That shit ain't gonna help.
Yeah. Let me see. I said he did send it to me. He did send it to me. Let me see.
Damn, Prairie View. Well, that's sad. Why are we paying these coaches shit? You paying the damn coach more than what you making in football. Why are we paying these coaches all this money?
I keep trying to tell y'all, but nobody want to listen to me.
Why y'all paying these coaches all this money and y'all ain't supporting these teams and ain't putting nobody in the damn stands. I don't see UAPB on. That mean UAPB, you paying your coach more than what you making. Valley, come on, man. What y'all doing?
Here we go. Let me see. Oh, that's not it. Yeah,
y'all need to be paying y'all head coaches $75,000 a year.
Knight new house. Okay, let me see. Knight.
There ain't no point in investing paying your coach 6 figures and you can't barely make 6 figures.
All right, here we go. FCS. Here we go. Review.
Is this a legit site?
Yeah. Let me bring it up. Yeah, let me bring it up to you. It's what usually most people use on the.
So you can just pick any school and then check them out.
Yep. Here we go. So coaches, support, athletic, other expenses. You see athletic. Football spending. Let me see. Table. I don't see the ticket prices though. Am I missing it? I see facilities, game expenses, and travel. Let me see revenue. Yeah, right here, revenue. Yeah, I don't see no tickets.
Is it on the graph? I'm looking at it on my TV up here.
Yeah, I don't see it. Let me zoom in. Let me see table. Recruiting, support. Yeah, I don't see no tickets on here.
Go to view table instead of view graph.
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm a little behind up here.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So ask him where he get that 180K.
Yeah, where I don't see it. Click. He said, "Click. Where does the money come from?" Okay, where does the money come from? Where is that? Where's that button at? Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Thank you.
You found it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tickets. Oh shit, it's right here. Yeah, you right. 138,000. Wow.
How much they paying Bubba McDowell a year?
Over 200,000. Easy.
Boy, y'all in the hole. Y'all, it's time to make some cutbacks over there. How does this happen for a team that won the Western Division twice out of 3 years?
You got 12 fans. That's what happened.
Shit is real. Y'all need to just play classics all over the country. Give up your home games. Just start playing classics. Y'all are the prime example of what needs to be done. You need to play classics just to pick up money wherever you can. For real. Chicago Classic. Goddamn Detroit football classic.
I just need the guaranteed income.
Yeah, you do. You can go get that more at one classic than you made all year. Am I lying?
That's fair.
You can at least walk away with $200,000 at least from a classic. Y'all need to be in 3-4 classics a year at Prairie View. And make some new fans. That's what y'all need to do. You need to go on a national tour and create new fans. Take your brand to Indianapolis and Chicago and Detroit, St. Louis, New Jersey. Just take y'all brand on the road for like 4 or 5 years and get an influx of new fans, because the fans y'all got right now ain't working. They only in Dallas. Y'all need to get away from Dallas because you ain't got Houston. You need to take your brand and just go for a while. It's okay. Ain't nobody gonna miss you in Prairie View. Just go take your brand and play classics every year. Go get some new fans and some new cities and build a new rep about yourself to get people to support you.
He said PV can buy Southern. Chill, bro.
With who? Texas A&M money.
Woo!
Who is that? That's a PV fan?
You get PV alone.
Man, don't even list. Take him off the screen. They can't even buy a ticket. You talking about you can buy Southern shit. You ain't even buying tickets to your game, man. Don't talk to me about what you can buy. Y'all ain't buying tickets.
Oh, man.
Come on, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, we can buy something, but y'all won't buy tickets. That don't even make sense.
Oh man.
No, we look at $180K. Well, y'all buy 100 since you can buy Southern. Spend $180,000. Then get your numbers up.
Get your numbers up.
Get your numbers up. Teach a man how to squabble. Get your numbers up.
Yeah, teach a man how to squabble. You know what I'm saying?
Get y'all numbers up.
Get your numbers up.
Shit.
Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. This is my boy Lionel. He said it's something deeper there, Perry, because that year we averaged 9K at the games. So something is up there that needs to be unveiled.
Unveil it then. we here. Open the door. Let's get to the bottom of this. What y'all hiding?
She said, "Pull up Valley." Let me see.
And you talking about 9K, boy? Prairie View ain't bringing no 9. Yeah, Homecoming in Texas.
Yeah. Let's not play. Let's not. Yeah, you're just lying. Like, come on. Man.
I know 3 games y'all like at Prairie View. Homecoming with Texas Southern and Southern play at y'all stadium. Other than that, y'all be the main ones playing Thursday night games.
Let me see. Table. Let's see where the money comes from.
Somebody said we looking at expenses. They say that ain't income. That ain't what they bring.
It says where the money comes from. I mean, goddamn. Like, can y'all read?
I'm just saying what they say.
Ticket sales 164. Valley got more ticket sales than PV. Sad. Donor contributions 10,000. Competition guarantees 900,000. Other revenue, distributions $1 million. Yeah. Student fees 776,000.
I won't even laugh at Valley. That's okay, Valley. Y'all keep on pushing, baby. Hey, y'all all right with me. I ain't even gonna do Valley like that. It's tough to be in the Delta when there's nothing around you. Prairie View, you got no excuse. You next to Houston, the 4th largest city in America. One of the best economies in the world, and y'all talking about, come on, man. I ain't got nothing for y'all, bro. And then let Texas Southern.
Yeah.
Texas Southern.
Let me see.
They play homecoming in that little bitty high school stadium on campus and still generate more money than y'all.
742,000. Wow.
My Lord.
That's what they say. 742,000. Wow.
I know Prairie View not in Houston, but shit, you close enough. I see somebody talking about we not in here. I know where Prairie View at. I've been to Prairie View many times. I know exactly where it's at. You pass the Buc-ee's, then you the next exit. I know where you at. Yeah, that's crazy. Boy, y'all wild over there, PV, boy. I don't want to hear nothing else. Nothing else about no PV. When you say 12 fans, Scotty, I believe it.
Thank you.
I believe it. And I be trying to give them the benefit of the doubt because I guess when I go, I'm skewed, okay? I'm blind. I'm Ray Charles. When the Southern come over there and play, then they show up. Okay? I get it. But go look at, they say look at UAPB.
All right.
Go look at the Golden Lions. Shit, they ain't making no money. You can't give a UAPB ticket away.
Is it just Arkansas Pine Bluff or is it University of Arkansas Pine Bluff?
No telling. You know, they call him anything. Your boy say he got the numbers. Ask him to share the numbers with you. I don't know why he got. How
you got all the numbers at? See, that's black people doing black people stuff.
Yeah.
So they won't get the white people the numbers, but you got the numbers.
But you got the numbers, yeah.
400,000.
UAPB?
Yep. $400,000 right here. Oh, my bad. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, we ain't seen nothing.
So everybody see.
Y'all letting the golden boy, I tell you, boy. boy. The SWAC, we gotta do better. I think I'm singling out school, but us as a whole, and y'all be talking all this shit about the SWAC and love and why we doing it. Open y'all eyes to where y'all talk more shit than what y'all really support. Boy, y'all run y'all mouth there, come on here and jump down folks' back and then talk all that shit about your school. But y'all do not be supporting y'all schools. And I'm talking about across the board. Now, I see there was a couple schools up there that touched the million. What the rest of y'all doing? So don't come on here talking about Southern. Perry, you pick Southern every week. At least I'm going to the games. The hell y'all doing?
At least.
Well, y'all say it. Y'all better get y'all alumni association. What do y'all be doing at these other schools? Y'all just graduate and say, fuck it? I mean, like, y'all don't promote going to the games? Y'all don't care?
So why is PV better off than Southern?
Don't ask me no questions. Ask your athletic director why y'all can't sell no tickets. See, y'all be worried about the wrong shit. You talking to me about Southern, you need to be talking about why y'all paying your head coach more money than what y'all making in ticket sales. You're talking about the wrong thing. Am I lying? Why you study asking me about Southern? We go to games. Win or lose, regardless of what you think, one home game for us is a homecoming at Prairie View.
Oh, man.
And it could be against Virginia Lynchburg. It's a homecoming at Prairie View. I just want to know, don't ask me nothing else, Prairie View. Ask y'all selves. This is time for y'all to look in the mirror. UAPB, Valley, Alabama, and I'm really, even though Alabama A&M did get on the list, I'm a little disappointed in them.
Mr. Kimball says at least PV's coaches win and can't say the same.
You ain't got shit to do with it. You just trying to get him off the screen. He winning and ain't making no money. So what sense does that make? What does it mean to win and don't make no money? That's like working at a job doing the best and you ain't getting no goddamn raise. I'll work the shit out you too. Hell yeah, keep coming to work. Come on back tomorrow. Hell yeah, you're doing a great job.
Oh, man.
That's that hate for Southern. I'm telling y'all, I ain't even talking about Southern. I'm giving y'all a look in the mirror. Y'all hate for Southern. You just got to find something. That's what I told y'all. It ain't about me. It's about y'all. I feel you, Mr. Campbell. You just trying to help them, but stay out of this, man. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
You said you got 273 million problems, though. You got to account for. What you
Hold on. You're the last nigga needs to be saying anything. Let us not forget. You just forgot just that quick, didn't you?
Oh, man.
God damn, did the check clear? Let us know that, Mr. Campbell. Did the damn check clear? Boy, that's what I'm saying. Y'all always worried about something. Don't nobody be worried about themselves. You see what I be talking about, Scotty? They be forgetting about their own problems. And then try to take it out on me and old Southern. Damn, boy, we got our own problems too. Did the damn check clear? Y'all got the man all at your commencement speaking and shit. And they're clapping and shit for him. I mean, don't know nothing about this man. Come on now. Y'all need to get y'all priorities in order around the SWAC. Even Southern, we got to get eyes on the priorities together.
Ooh, my stomach hurt.
Yeah.
No,
it ain't clear.
Oh, man.
Well, when you hear them, they just get to saying anything. Get your endowment. I'm like, saying anything. Okay, yes, sir. I will. We'll try. Thank you.
Oh, man. Knowing you're part of a whole white PWI. You're a whole part of a PWI system.
One of the richest schools in America.
Oh, talk about get your endowment up.
You wouldn't even be a school if it wasn't for A&M to come in and help you out.
That man, he adopted it to the family. He like, yeah, this is my money. Like, no.
Yeah. They don't call you when they get together for dinner. You just find like, oh, y'all had dinner last night?
Y'all just did this without me? Okay.
Yeah, got some leftovers in there from last night. You can come get you some.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was funny. He said that the chick. Boy, you stupid. Oh, man. Boy, you dumb. That was it right there.
That's it. I'm just telling everybody, see, they issues. I told they don't like me, and because they don't like Southern, boy, you put that together, that's just a recipe for I don't like that nigga. I'm the epitome of that, and that's okay. But worry about y'all selves and y'all school. I'll come on here and talk about Southern. Hell yeah, Southern need to do better. It's a lot of shit I got a problem with Southern, right? And I don't have no problem. Hey, listen to the Jaguar Journal. I get on Southern's ass. Yeah. All right. I don't play. But at least I'm doing something to change, or I'm being a voice for my school. What y'all doing? Just talking shit about Southern. PV versus everybody. What you doing to help to put the word out that y'all not making enough money, or y'all just trying to sugarcoat it and trying to act like, well, you know what? I got the numbers. That ain't the real number. Well, tell the world what the real is. Huh?
I don't know about that.
I thought y'all was better than that at Florida, and I thought y'all was educated brothers and sisters over there. The Mecca, the what is it? The 7 what? On the hills of the 7, the highs of the 7 hills.
Yeah, highs of the 7 hills.
Come on now.
Somebody told me they not really on the highest of the 7 hills. I'm just telling you what somebody told me. They said they on the hill, but they ain't the highest. That's all I'm saying.
Ain't even doing good in geography. Just saying, man.
Oh man.
Oh, y'all don't like when I talk shit back, huh? Yeah, I know. When y'all talk shit, I just supposed to sit here. Yeah, y'all talking about Southern. Come on, give me. Yeah, talk shit. Oh my God, they talking about Southern. Then when I get to shooting shots, the damn is on fire.
Now listen, okay. I have a problem with people calling Howard the Mecca, right? And the reason I have a problem with this is because it looks like an old 1950 theater. Like nothing about Howard tells me it's the Mecca. Like when I went to that football stadium and the seats felt like Spirit, I'm like, bro, first of all, you got Bama's up in here paying $40,000 to $50,000 a year to come here, and you putting Bama's in Spirit seats. You don't even have. Dog, I swear to God, Perry. Listen, I paid for the reserve section. I paid extra money for me and my lovely wife to be in the reserve section. Perry, I swear, listen, on everything I love, Perry, my knees are like this.
Oh, you thought you was going to get them red chairs Jackson State had?
Oh, I thought I was going to be at least. I thought I was going to at least be good. My knees rubbing on the back. And if you got somebody with a big back sitting in front of you, oh, you sad. It's sad. Your knees are shot. Okay, so how can you call yourself the Mecca? You first of all, you're not putting money into any athletics. I mean, I think they got the swim team and stuff like that, but basketball.
Oh, you should have looked up Howard on that thing.
Yeah, let's look at Howard. It's private, so they might not have it. So let me just double check. But let me see. Oh, Howard. Yeah, Howard on here. Let me see.
Oh, you see Howard on there?
Yeah, it's on here.
Let's see what they rocking. How much money they bring?
Oh, athletics financial data is not available because the institution does not disclose information publicly.
Cool.
So let me tell you this. I publicly know it costs $40,000 to go there per semester, per kid. Okay? Unless you got a scholarship. The mere fact that they doing people like that with them athletics facilities is just absolutely atrocious. Yeah. Absolutely atrocious. So I don't know what the Mecca of foolishness. Okay, that's what it should be called, the Mecca of foolishness. Because
does it sound more hype outside of, like, I've never been to Howard's campus, but if I hear when people say the Mecca and they yelling Howard, when I get there, I have a certain expectation of what I believe I'm going to see.
Whatever your expectation is, turn it down. Okay, if you whatever you think you imagine, turn it all the way down, right? Because, like, to me, when I think of, and I know this is going to sound really bad, but when I think of Howard, right, I'm thinking of a high level. So let me say this. I went to SMU before I went to Howard. So when I heard of Howard, and mind you, I'm from Maryland. So I've heard of Howard, but I never was on campus, right? I never went on the campus or whatever. So when I went to SMU when I was in Dallas, I was like, oh, this is dope. So when I think about all the money people pay into Howard, I'm thinking it's going to be because SMU is in the middle of a city. Right, like it's smack dab in the middle of Dallas, and you can, not downtown Dallas, but in a very prominent area in Dallas. So I'm thinking it's the same thing, even though I know what DC is, right? Like it's still, it's Howard. Like, come on, man. Like Diddy, I mean, right?
Everybody, right?
Raji P, Chadwick Boseman, it's everybody. Vice president, like you said, vice president, all that. Bro.
You was like, this
It looked like, okay. You know how like them old 90s those old 90s sitcoms, like Martin would show you the outside of the building before they go inside the apartment.
Yeah, they always showed the outside.
That's Howard's campus.
Now Southern campus look old. I mean, if you had to put them next to each other, because I don't have no problem telling you the Southern campus. We got an old looking campus.
Listen, the best campus that I don't walk to is walked on and around. Pretty is Alcorn. Nice, Alabama State. And Alabama State is like smack dab in the Alabama State is like
it's in the hood.
It's in the hood, okay? And if you
go to the little corner store right there across the street, down the street from the stadium, and walk that block with the barbershops and all of that shit, yeah.
Let me say this. So if you remember Lion King, and when Simba asks, "What's that over there?" Yeah. Right? He's like, "What's that? The dark?" He's like, "That's the dark side, son. You don't go over there." That's what Montgomery, Alabama looks like, right? It is literally that. But there's like a middle. It's like a little oasis in the middle of all that dark stuff of just shadows and trees. It's like a little oasis of Alabama State, and it's super nice. I'm talking about lawn manicured. It's nice.
I say this. I talk a lot of shit tonight about Prairie View. Prairie View, I think, for me, and I haven't been to A&M because people tell me about A&M, but Prairie View has a beautiful campus. I think for me, it's probably the prettiest campus in the SWAC. I think Prairie View has an absolute beautiful campus. Just everything looks well put together when you go there. It really does.
A&M isn't bad. Listen, the A&M is okay. Like, first of all, A&M is not bad at all. It's nice. It's just okay. To me, it's just okay. Yeah. I like Alabama State. I really do. And when me and my wife was walking away, I said, there's only a few schools that if my son was playing athletics that I would want for him to go. And it's Alabama State. Like, they got everything you're looking for. They got all the nice stuff. It's a nice campus. The student center is freaking amazing. It's like an all glass building. Like, it's super nice. I'm like, 2 stories, Chick-fil-A, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I like it. So,
I tell you, Southern boy, we gotta do something down, boy. Well, listen, boy, we gotta do something.
Hey man, what you got? Pretty Wednesday, right? That's what you got.
Take it in the snicker.
Hey, listen, that
long as we got parking lots, we good because we can tailgate. That's all we looking for, parking lots.
Yeah. So I love it.
A.W. Mumford Stadium.
Alcorn has a dog. You talking about just tranquil? A tranquil is at Alcorn.
It looks like a state park.
Dog.
It's like what you go on the weekend. Like, yeah, we taking the family in the RV over to the state park.
Going to go camping, picnic in the back. Yeah. It's peaceful, man. Like, yeah.
And a lot of dips and hills. They got valleys at Alcorn.
I'm telling you, will never see a blade of grass.
Yeah.
The blade of grass be so that thing be that I swear them members be out there cutting grass, the scissors at Alcorn.
Prairie View though, man. I'm telling you, you need to come with Southern Go this year. You need to come with me. Prairie View does have. I'm
not about to add ticket revenue to them. They can't even do it for themselves. Why they need my dollars?
Help me, help you, help them. Let's help them. You see, I'm trying to help them. I'm promoting it.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you to come on.
What
see Prairie View so you can see. I think it'll change your opinion. You'll be like, damn, boy, this is a beautiful campus. This really is a beautiful campus.
All 12 people in this room. It's nice.
Well, they got more than 12 people that go to school there. Yeah, I just don't think they students give a damn. Everybody go to Houston on the weekend, I guess. I don't know what the hell they do, but their campus is beautiful. I mean, it really is.
I'm gonna have to.
If you saw it, you'll have a different perspective on Prairie View too. Maybe not athletics, but I'm just saying for the school, you'll be like, damn, this is different.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Hopefully, I'm we'll see.
I know you got some tough choices, but if you had to choose between the Prairie View and Southern game or Southern and Alcorn, man, come on, Southern Homecoming, man.
Oh yeah, that's not even a question. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's not even a question. All right, last one before we get up out here, Pete. What you got?
And I ain't got nothing, man. It's the summer. I don't know about us. This may be one for a while before we doing. I'm finna do this whole summer trip thing, be with the kids, doing things. So I'll be a little bit busy. So it may be a second. I'll give y'all a break from me. Maybe y'all calm down from hating and being mad at Southern and Perry White. Yeah, I'll give y'all a little second over the summer. But other than that, man, it's slow motion. Them kids out of school. Y'all make sure y'all feed them kids. Y'all take them kids somewhere. Give them a book. Don't just give these kids no games. Give them a book. Make sure these kids can read and write and do math. I will say that because over the summer, y'all forget about school. And what I do with my son before we do anything for the day fun, we do educational for 2 hours. Whether it's learning English, when I'm talking about English, you know what I'm talking about. Writing, reading, whatever, math, learning to read that clock, learning how to count. Man, you'll find out these kids don't know how to do a lot of basic stuff that even cursive writing. I know y'all don't care about that no more, but I practice all it. So during the summer, if you got kids, man, work with those kids. It starts at home, not at school.
I agree with you on that. Listen, June is going to be my transfer month, so you're gonna see me doing a lot of film breakdowns in June to give you guys some content. July, I will be kid free. It'll just be me and my lovely wife. The kids will be with their grandmother and with their aunts. So, and July will be baby Scott delivery day. So,
July what?
July 22nd or July 23rd, around that time.
You like to get busy in October, November too. You got that homecoming in you too, I see. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway,
I got 2 July babies. You got a July baby. Okay.
Yeah. So,
congratulations to y'all, man. For real.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it, man. So,
and if that woman want to eat ice cream and ribs, you better get your ass in there. You better get her right. I got you. He gonna get you them ice cream and ribs, okay? And if she want to eat your leftovers, take that.
Oh man, yeah. So you guys, you're gonna see me. It's gonna be getting pretty busy over here in July. So don't expect too much of me. In the later part of July, maybe probably early August, I'll probably pick it back up. But
yeah, because SWAC Media Day, we probably get together around that time.
Yeah, probably day after or a couple days afterwards, and you talk about SWAC Media Day, to review of that and everything like that. And you
find out what coaches what they like on their hamburgers.
I knew you was gonna go there.
What socks they like to wear.
I knew you was gonna go there. I knew you was gonna what hot sauce they like,
Oh yeah, you like hot sauce or barbecue on your chicken, coach?
Yeah.
We'll have all those answers for you around SWAC Media Day.
Well, you dumb. Hey, listen, guys, we appreciate y'all for tuning in as always, man. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm a holla. God bless.